Hey everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome back to another episode of our SWE Universe. I say welcome back. Welcome to the first episode of season number 2 of our SWE Universe mode. Of course, we are joined by the general manager of Mayhem, Mr. PJ Tovey.
I am back.
Yeah.
Sorry for being away for so long.
You should be.
It has been a while. As Shabby Gamer had stated, we are literally 100 miles apart from each other. I'm a non-driver, so that means the accessibility is tough. But don't worry, I've been keeping a close eye on SWE. I've been keeping a close eye on Mayhem. The Shabby shake-up that came up, I did personally pick all the draft picks for the show. So I am keeping a close eye on what is going on. But season 2, let's do it all again.
Like I said over the pay-per-view of the last last couple of weeks, really, it's 5 shows over the last 10 days or so. SWE is due to go through an evolution, and the evolution is starting right now. Now, there's one massive change, and that is that Showdown and Octane will no longer be sort of minor brands.
Yes.
For example.
The B show.
Yeah. Showdown is now no longer, unfortunately. That has now been replaced by a brand called Adrenaline. And also, Octane is now also going to become its own main brand as well. So effectively, we're going to have 4 full brands between the two of us. And I think that's going to be the best way to get the talent across and to really utilise everyone to their best, because I think one of the problems we really had in Season 1 was that everyone was just too many people on each roster. There was over 100 people on each roster towards the end. And to get everyone on there and to get everyone happy was just too difficult. So 4 brands, I've worked it out. We're going to draft everybody on the game, including all 100 cores, which works out about 260 odd people, which works out roughly 60 odd people per brand. So I think this is going to work pretty well, and I'm really excited for this draft as well. What about you?
I am absolutely off the hook. I can't put it into words. You know, the problem is that we've got to follow up our first draft with the sequel.
Yeah.
And there's not many films that have good sequels. So we've got to try our best to outdo what we did before.
Yeah, so let us know in the comment section below, disaster or success?
Definitely. Hopefully success.
Hopefully, you know.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
but,
hopefully, yeah.
I mean, the last video was around 2 hours long, so we don't really want to be here for 2 hours picking.
Yeah, we do.
Of course we do. This is what you're here for.
The thing is, it could end up being just as long, because we're going to draft everybody on the game, so it could be quite difficult. However, I say we're going to draft everyone in the game, not everybody, because as I said during the Evolution pay-per-view, champions were not going to be affected by this evolution. Therefore, Mayhem will keep the services of Brock Lesnar, the Mayhem champion, Finn Balor, the television champion, the Broken Hardys, of course, the tag team champions. We've got Asuka, the women's champion, Bam Bam Bigelow, the hardcore champion, and then anybody who's aligned with the champion stays as well. Therefore, PJ Tovey's been very lucky, because AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson will also be staying on Mayhem as well. So basically, Mayhem has got 9 guys already on their roster, and I'm very jealous of quite a few of them, to be honest with you. But Throwdown haven't done too bad either. Of course, Zack Sabre Jr., the Throwdown champion, stays on Throwdown. Austin Aries, the United States champion, stays there as well. Both members of Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, and of course the women's champion, the new women's champion, Becky Lynch. But also, on Octane, we're going to be keeping Sin Cara, the Cruiserweight champion, because Octane will keep a Cruiserweight championship. We're going to have the Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions are now going to turn into the Octane Tag Team Champions. So that is going to be Time Splitters, Alex Shelley and Kushida. And of course, a man aligned with the Cruiserweight Champion Sin Cara is Kalisto. So he will also be on Octane as well. So quite a few people already joined onto the rosters. And what we will do, of course, is if you look in the description below, there will be a link to 4 separate blogger pages. Each one will be for a different brand. And you'll be able to see on there the draft, everyone who's on each roster, and then also in this universe, maybe we're going to do is a championship rankings as well, which I think is really going to work pretty well. If you look on the blogger, I have put a point system on there, so it's going to mean that every single match in this universe mode is going to have a point. It's going to have a reason. It's not just putting 2 random people together in a ring. It's going to help them out in the ranking system and really push them forward towards a championship opportunity. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I am looking forward. I think it's going to be pretty good, and the fact that we're picking everybody means that there should be something out there for every single one of you guys. And of course, if you do have anyone who we haven't picked in this draft that you want to see, then of course let us know in the comment section below. This is not rigid. Things will change. Things will evolve as time goes on. So it's your chance to tell us exactly what you want to see. But I think we're about ready to start doing our first picks, aren't we, PJ Tovey?
We are finally here. So we are going to start with the adrenaline picks.
Yeah, the way I've sort of changed the draft system from the last time. What we're going to do is the brand with the least amount of members at the time is going to get the next pick. So, for example, at the moment, as we start things off, Mayhem has 9 people due to the champions and, of course, the stable linked with Finn Balor. Octane has 4 members with the Cruiserweight Champion, the Tag Team Championships, and Kalisto, of course. And Throwdown has all their champions. So, Adrenaline, the new brand, has nobody on their roster at the moment. So, Adrenaline effectively is going to get 4 names on their roster before Octane gets their first pick. And basically, the reason we've done that is because last time we very much concentrated on just picking stable after stable, and that's a good thing, but I want there to be a disadvantage to picking a stable. If you pick a stable of 5 really strong members, it's unfair if you then go on the next turn and pick another 5 strong members. So it sort of makes things balanced a little bit more, I think. But enough of me talking crap. I'm talking far too much. PJ Tovey, who is going to be your first draft pick for your new Adrenaline brand? It's going to have 4 championships, 5 championships with a cruiserweight belt on there as well.
I mean, the plethora of talent I've got to choose from.
A real plethora.
A plethora, big word for me.
I like the word plethora. I like that. That's a good start to the video.
One. Of course it is. So, we're going to go straight in for a singles talent.
Plethora.
Plethora.
Plethora, I like that.
Plethora. So, we're going to pick Shinsuke Nakamura.
No way! He's done me over already. He's done me over already. Shinsuke Nakamura, the first pick for Adrenaline. And I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now. What's Adrenaline? Adrenaline's Wednesday, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, no, it's on here. Adrenaline. Wow, that's a big pick straight away for Adrenaline. I'm annoyed about that. I really am.
I said to Shabby Gamer on my arrival that the picks that I made last time, I'm not going to replicate. I'm just going to make it better, you know. And I've been thinking for the past couple of months of what I want to do. I've got my plan, and hopefully that Shabby Gamer can come up with something good for Throwdown.
I can't believe you picked Bloody Shinsuke. I really can't.
It was one of your first picks from your draft.
It was. The thing is that's why we took away. That's why we changed the draft style to not having stables, because last time we just went full in. Even the stables are crap. We put them first because we got the more names. But Shinsuke Nakamura, in my opinion, could be one of the main men on Adrenaline. He probably will be. Well, he's your first pick. He should be.
Exactly. It's supposed to be the matriarch, the main man, and who else better?
Of course, as you can see down the screen, that's what I was explaining earlier. So the person with the least amount of people on the roster gets the next pick. So at the moment, as you can see, Adrenaline only has 1 member. Octane has 4, Throwdown has 5, Mayhem has 9, depending on, of course, champions and who's staying there. So basically, Adrenaline gets to go up to 4 members before Octane gets their first pick. So, PJ Tovey, who is your second member of your Adrenaline roster? Who's going to be joining Shinsuke Nakamura? Who's going to be colliding with him?
Well, this person takes some thought into mind. Is Kazuchika Okada.
Bloody hell. Bloody hell, what are you doing to me here?
So, not saying that Adrenaline will be a Japanese-based promotion.
It's not even my brand yet, it's just become my favourite brand.
Because of Mayhem being strong with Lesnar and Finn Balor and AJ, you know, we've got to have a balance, an equal balance, and straight away, let's get the 2 best Japanese stars in the world
I'm confused.
onto Adrenaline.
I'm confused. There's 2 members on the Adrenaline roster, right? Mm-hmm. We've drafted Shinsuke and we've drafted Kazuchika Okada. So can you explain to me why Okada's only the number 3 in the rankings? There's only 2 people on the roster and he's number 3 in the rankings. How does that even work?
Not a clue.
So, of course, Okada did have an opportunity against Zack Sabre Jr. at Evolution for the Throwdown Championship. Lost that match, which meant that he was eligible for the Evolution of SWE.
He is a free agent, and I will snap him up.
You still get 2 more picks. I can't believe you've gone for this, because you said in the first draft quite openly, I'm not really that interested in the Japanese wrestlers. You said that quite openly in the first draft.
Yeah.
Yet you've gone for Nakamura and Okada, and my God, mate. the main event for your first Adrenaline show is gonna.
It's already set in stone with the first 2 picks.
I'm wet already.
Hey, you might get wetter by my third pick.
Oh God, now what?
Are we ready for my third?
I'm not. No, but just
for
go for
Adrenaline, it's Mr. William Ospreay.
Oh freaking hell! So where do you see Ospreay then? Do you see him as a bit higher up the card, maybe? You're picking him quite early on. Is that just to have a really strong cruiserweight, or is that an idea that maybe he can potentially be a bit higher up in the card? He could potentially even go for the World Championship, maybe up mid card, or
quite possibly. I mean, at the end of the day, it's also what you pick.
He's a genre spanner. He can span many genres.
Exactly. And I didn't have the opportunity for all 3 of these wrestlers to appear at Mayhem in the first draft.
That's it. You literally have picked 3 men that were all on Throwdown. That's just.
These are the top talents. These are the picks that I could have made and should have made in the original first season draft. However, a second season means a new change.
I'm worried now that you're going to do exactly what I just told you off camera to do. And I'm hoping you're not going to do it.
In what way? Picking up all singles talents?
Until you got to this point and then you could pick a stable.
Because of course not. Of course not.
You know, okay,
I know what's going through Shabby Gamer's head.
Now remember, this is your last pick before Octane gets their first pick. So make this a big one. Make this a big one. Who are you going to go for?
Oh.
I'm going to go for a guess. I don't know why, but...
Now, he's going to go straight to a certain faction, and let's just put that to the back burner.
Well, don't look at the screen, because I've not gone for a faction.
No, of course not. So I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking directly at the paperwork. So the 4th and final head start pick.
If I get this right.
It's Ricochet.
Oh, I was close. I said I was close. I went for Seth Rollins. I went for a main... Oh, God, you've gone for bloody Ricochet now. You've gone for the 2 strongest cruiserweights in the game. Oh, my God. Adrenaline is incredible. I knew this was a bad idea letting you have these 4 picks.
So my first 4 picks, ahead of Octane and ahead of Throwdown, it's Nakamura, Okada, Ospreay, and Ricochet. Now, if someone gives you a free chance to pick 4 picks, you take them. You take them.
Yeah, I'm just...
and Shabby Gamer would have done the exact same thing.
I feel like I've just been hit by a car. I really do. I would like to say the settings, yes. So, looking at it now, we'll go back into it now. As you can see, Adrenaline now has 4, as does Octane. So, Octane's going to get the next pick. Yeah, screw you. I'm going Bullet Club. You knew I was going to go Bullet Club. It's no surprise to you. So, Kenny Omega.
Let's put it out there, by the way, because I have the original Bullet Club. Shabby Gamer is going for Bullet Club version 2.
Probably version 5 or 6 in it, really.
Yeah.
Octane. So, Bullet Club on Octane. So, Omega's got a chance to become a double... Well, he's had the Throwdown Championship. He's probably got a chance to become the first person to pick up 2 brand championships.
So now that Shabby Gamer has picked up the Bullet Club, the original plan for my draft was to have both Bullet Clubs on Mayhem, to essentially have a war between the new and the old. But Shabby Gamer has picked up the club for Octane, so my plans...
After your start, I need someone big on Octane. I really do.
Yeah.
But as you can see, because of the way I picked a stable, that means I'm no longer going to get a pick on Octane now until Adrenaline and Throwdown are both matched us on 9 members. So Adrenaline is the next pick once again. Who is going to be joining the really overpowered draft pick on your brand? Go on. Who else is it?
Is this for Adrenaline?
This is for Adrenaline once again. You've got the next pick, then it's Throwdown.
It's Matanza Cueto.
Wow, that is really changing completely differently aspects of the game, really. You've gone for a big heavyweight as such. But then again, a guy who's very used to working with luchas and Lucha Underground, so therefore he's probably quite close to... And if you think about the way that Matanza works, it's Jeff Cobb. He does do standing shooting star press, standing moonsaults. He's actually a very agile man himself, so actually it's probably a very good pick for Adrenaline. And now I get a pick for Throwdown, and I must admit I've not been paying attention because literally the only thing I thought of was Bullet Club. Throwdown. I'm going to go for somebody off the old main event list. I am going to go for... I can't believe you took Okada. You know what? I'm going to go for CM Punk. I'm taking CM Punk to Throwdown. The former Mayhem champion lost the belt at the last pay-per-view, is now joining the Throwdown roster. Again, another chance to become a double champion. And now PJ Tovey gets a chance to pick another member for... I think it's Adrenaline again. It is, yeah, got Adrenaline again now.
So, the 6th pick for Adrenaline.
Remember, the tag teams are still available. You've got no tag teams yet on Adrenaline.
No. All good things come to those who wait. So I'm being very tactical in the way that I'm picking the roster. I'm just having a quick scan through now of who I'd like to compete, and the next pick for Adrenaline is...
Who's it going to be? Don't do me in again. It's going to do me in again. I can see his face. He's looking really happy with himself.
No. For me, it's Chris Jericho.
Okay, question. Current Jericho, historic Jericho?
Current.
Good. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. We took historic Jericho last time, but I think current Jericho... Oh my god. Current Jericho with Okada, Nakamura. I hate you, you know.
Look, Jericho, if you'd asked me 2 years ago whether Jericho would have been a 6th pick for a roster pick, I would have laughed and said he'd had it. Well, not even unfortunately. Fortunately, Jericho is in the best form of his life. And it's as they say, walk away whilst you're at the top. I think if he didn't come back, that would protect his lineage, as it were, because he's finished at the top.
Yeah, it's the Kenny Dalglish thing.
Yeah.
He came back and he ruined his history, didn't he?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's a very soccer term for you Americans out there, Kenny Dalglish. You might not understand that phrase, but basically he was a legend of a football club or a soccer club, and he came back for a second run and just completely destroyed his legendary by just being crap.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing you've got to worry of, and that's what I sort of think Goldberg might have done, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So it's Octane.
It's not, because Octane took quite a few people. It's Throwdown.
5. It is Throwdown,
It's Throwdown still. And I think for Throwdown, I'm going to take... Who am I going to take? No, I'm going to take one of the new people as well. I'm going to take Mil Muertes. And that's even surprised me that I've said that, let alone anyone else out there. I wasn't expecting to take Mil Muertes this early on, but it's a good, strong heel.
Yeah.
And somebody who could very effectively be a good world champion for us.
Definitely.
So it's now going to be... You confused it now, aren't you? By writing Bullet Club rather than the individual members. I think it's going to be Adrenaline next. It's Adrenaline next, isn't it? Yeah. I can show it on here. So Adrenaline, yeah, you've got one member to catch up with Throwdown.
Okay. Seems like I've got a lot of the advantage right now.
You have, but you started off with no one on Adrenaline, didn't you? Whereas Zeno started off with a bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Apart from Octane, because Octane started off with a crap roster.
Well.
It started off with Alex Shelley, Kushida, Sin Cara, and Kalisto.
But Bullet Club have boosted somewhat.
That's why I needed that big pick, just to try and strengthen them.
Well, for the pick for number 7 for Adrenaline, it's Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. I was really tempted to take him, but I wanted to save him maybe for Octane. And I waited too long. And I've suffered for that as he joins Adrenaline. My God, Adrenaline's incredible.
It's supposed to be the B show.
I know, and now I'm on Throwdown now for the next pick, aren't I? Throwdown for the next pick. I am going to go for... oh my God, it's just too much to think about. I am going to go for... I don't know why I slightly turned into Alan Partridge there for a second. I'm going to go for Samoa Joe for Throwdown.
Good pick.
Yep. Samoa Joe for Throwdown. NXT champion for some reason. Ignore all the championships because we are going to clear all that. Once I start the set the new universe up properly, all the championships will change. So don't worry about that too much. So he'll be joining Throwdown, Samoa Joe. Pretty good member of my roster, that. 92 rated overall according to this game. And a former Mayhem champion. Once again, that's 2 former Mayhem champions I've taken to Throwdown now. Both CM Punk and Samoa Joe. You want to double check those numbers? So we've now got 9 members on Mayhem. We've got 9 members on Octane. Joe's for Throwdown. We've got 7 members on Adrenaline. And we have got 8 members on Throwdown. So the next pick is going to be for Adrenaline. Again. As if Adrenaline... I'll tell you what. I've never recorded an episode of Adrenaline in my entire life, yet it's quickly become my favourite brand. And I had to take Joe because I've got a feeling that Joe might as well have been your next pick, to be honest with you.
It may have been my next pick.
Yeah, I had to take it because I knew that was what you were angling. The thing is now I'm starting to pick people that I think you're going to pick rather than the people that I want.
Yeah.
And yeah, I wonder what you're going to go for next. Because I've got someone I really, really want, but I want them for Octane, and I have to wait for them until Octane becomes available again. So I'm a little bit worried that you might end up taking these.
No. At the end of the day, I pick the wrestlers that I feel are the best. And it is very early on to make this pick, but I missed out on him last time for Mayhem. It's Austin Aries.
Austin Aries isn't on the list, is he?
I'm telepathically voting Austin Aries, although he is actually not on the list.
Yeah, Austin Aries is not on the list because he's currently already logged into to Throwdown because he's the current United States champion.
You see, I've gone on that to ruin it by picking somebody who isn't actually available.
And then you had to spoil it all by saying something stupid like Austin Aries.
Yes.
Is that Robbie Williams and Nicole Kidman?
So I can't have the man that I want being Austin Aries.
You can have Papa Shango though.
I don't really fancy him.
You know?
To be honest, it gets stuck on the undercard and it never
I'm a big
used.
fan too of Papa Shango. Are those two dead as well then, do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get rid of those then.
So, my apologies for picking somebody I can't pick. I've picked somebody who isn't even on the list in front of me.
In fairness, it just makes me feel better because I know I've got someone that you really want now, so you know how I feel.
I'm just a massive fan of Austin Aries.
You've just taken Shinsuke Nakamura and Kazuchika got a card away from me. 2 people that I didn't even know you were interested in, let alone wanted.
Again, I just wanted like a little shake-up in the sense of just wanted someone just outside the box.
So you went completely outside the box and picked someone who isn't even on the box on the piece of paper in front of you.
Well and truly. So, my next pick.
Hang on a minute. Have you seen the screen here? Papa Shango, enemies with the Godfather. What kind of feud was that?
That's your...
Is he schizophrenic or something?
That's your AI for you.
Bloody game.
Right. My next pick.
Okay.
It's American Alpha, which coincides with...
full American Alpha.
Not only Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, our pick to be with them is Kurt Angle.
In the words of the late, great... He's not dead, but... In the words of the great Ron Simmons... Damn. Because I was hoping to get these guys on my Octane brand, to be honest with you. I really was. Of course, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan had an opportunity against the Broken Hardys to win the Mayhem Tag Team Championships. Of course, the Broken Hardys defended the belt successfully at Evolution. And now the American Alpha are moving on. They're moving on up. I shouldn't keep singing songs, should I really? So next Throwdown's got a bit... what you've done here then, right, is now that means Adrenaline's not going to get a pick for a couple now. So Throwdown's going to get 1 pick, then it's Mayhem, then it's Octane.
No, it's going to be Throwdown again. So you get 1 pick for Throwdown, Mayhem gets a pick, and then you've got to get another pick for Throwdown to level it up.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, you are right. So who am I going to pick for Throwdown?
This is when it becomes tactical, because I know that Shabby Gamer is going to try and...
Who have I picked on for... okay, I know who I picked on. Okay. I'm going to pick for Throwdown. Oh, I don't know why I want to go for this person, but I really don't want to go for this person at the same time. I am going to go... I don't know who I'm going to go for, to be honest. I'm just scanning another list and trying to waste time. There's people I want, but I don't want to pick them too early because it seems like a bit of a waste. I'm going to go for Goldberg. I don't know why.
Goldberg.
I know. It surprised me as well, but...
It was in our recent discussion about part-time champions.
I know, and I just feel like it's a waste of a pick, but I've just gone for it now anyway.
No, you can't go back.
So finally for the first time in this draft, we're going to get a pick for Mayhem.
Finally.
Now, is Mayhem going to pick someone different, or are they going to end up with someone that they already had?
Well.
So we look at the numbers again. So now we're up to 9 on Mayhem, 9 on Octane, 9 on Throwdown. So basically Mayhem will get a pick, Octane will get a pick, and then Throwdown will get a pick, and then finally Adrenaline should catch up.
Yeah.
So Mayhem, what have you got? What do you want?
Well, this would be number 10 for Mayhem.
It's Ty Dillinger, isn't it?
It's not Ty Dillinger.
Oh, you said number 10.
You would love it
my God.
if it was Ty Dillinger.
I'm going to have to pick him now.
But
You know that, don't you?
But for me, it's one of the greatest of all time.
He's Ty Dillinger then, isn't it?
No, it's Shawn Michaels.
Again, Shawn Michaels was one of the people I was holding off on because I really wanted him on Octane. But there we go. He's going to be making his way across to... Was he already on your brand? I think he was.
Yeah. The thing is with Shawn Michaels is that he was a part of the DX faction.
Yes.
For what we've got now is that DX are no longer a faction because people like X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws were really getting lost in the shuffle.
It never really made much sense, did it?
You know,
really?
so Triple H and Shawn Michaels really couldn't get away from that. So we're picking them as individual talents now.
Yeah, it makes me. I remember now because obviously Shawn Michaels had that cracking match against Edge at the Evolution pay-per-view.
Yes.
So yeah, how could I forget that? So my next pick for Octane. Now I'm gonna throw the ball out of the park here. Is it Throwdown? No, it's Octane first, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
It is Octane. My next pick for Octane. I'm gonna shock you a little bit, but it's someone that I want to go for. Sheamus.
And Cesaro.
And Cesaro. Yes, we're going to be drafting them together as a team. I don't normally like to go for these little temporary teams in this sort of game, but this one seems to be a little bit more long-term, I think. So, plus it's advantage in me as well. There we go. So Sheamus and Cesaro are joining the Octane roster. Now, where are we looking like numbers-wise? So next draft pick is going to be for me again. It's going to be for Throwdown. Great. This is going well for me at this moment in time. So what we're looking at now, Throwdown-wise, I've got Mil Muertes, haven't I? That's a pretty big name for Throwdown. I am going to go for... Oh, it's tricky. You know what? Do I want to go for... Who did I pick on Throwdown? I've forgotten now. No, it's off then.
So, well, for Throwdown, you've had CM Punk, Mil Muertes, Samoa Joe, and Goldberg.
I'm going to go for another main event. And I'm going to put myself out the game for a few moments. I'm going to go for the Hart Foundation.
Ooh. So,
Bret Hart, and we have taken Pillman out of the Hart Foundation. Just because he was, like you said earlier, he was a very short-term member. The actual attire for Pillman is not the Hart Foundation attire on the game as well. And I feel that Pillman could be better utilised. And we've not been through this so far. I completely forgot this at the beginning. How it's going to work is that Mayhem and Throwdown are going to have 4 championships as normal, but both have a hardcore championship. And Octane and Adrenaline are both going to have 4 championships as normal, and they're both going to have a cruiserweight championship. So basically, we're probably going to end up drafting more high flyers to Octane and Adrenaline, and more sort of brute force guys, I suppose, to Mayhem and Throwdown as well. So what have I done? I've done Bret Hart. I've done that other guy. I need to this guy. Jimmy Anvil and Neidhart. And we also need to do Owen Hart as well. There's only one O on the game. Okay, that's interesting. So that puts me up to 13 members now. So I'm not going to get a pick for a few turns by the looks of it. So where are we up to now? It looks like we're going to be up to a pick for Mayhem. You've got Mayhem, then Adrenaline.
Yep.
So 2 picks in a row for you. So first for Mayhem. This is going to trick you now, isn't it?
It is, because there's so much to choose from.
Oh, I forgot to pick Ty Dillinger as my number 10 pick. I had that planned in my head and I forgot it. Damn you, world.
Damn you, world.
That cider smells nice, doesn't it?
It's lovely.
So I just went a bit off...
bit off subject.
Off subject there.
Yep. So, my pick for Mayhem is...
I've just seen someone I really want. There's a guy on there. I'm surprised it's still not been picked.
Well, the pick for Mayhem is Seth Rollins.
That was the guy I was really surprised hadn't been picked, but I thought he was going to get picked for Adrenaline, to be honest with you. but Mayhem's still pretty good. Of course, Seth Rollins was part of the Throwdown brand beforehand, been part of Throwdown the whole way through, and now he's moving to the rival brand that is Mayhem. But next up, of course, is another pick for PJ Tovey for Adrenaline, who's joining the likes of Okada and Nakamura and Kevin Owens on the A brand of the Universe mode.
The A brand of the B brand. So, looking through, still so much talent to pick from.
I know, it's sickening, isn't it, really?
It is. So, for me, it's got to be Sami Zayn.
I know, I was staring at him as well. I knew you were going to pick him.
Because of his matches with Nakamura, Kevin Owens.
Mate, I'm not impressed.
This sounds a lot like the last draft in the way that Shabby Gamer wasn't happy with the picks that I'd made because of pure envy.
The problem is, like you've said, there's so many good names. No matter who you pick, I'm going to be jealous.
Yes.
And
but it's only till we get to the very end.
I'm not good at that.
Then there's no resentment because it's picking up the scraps. But we are, for what we can see from our first picks, you know who we rate.
Yeah. So, as far as I can tell it, we've got Mayhem again. Mayhem, then Octane, then Adrenaline.
Okay.
I can't believe you got 3 picks in a bloody row now.
This is the way the draft is completely different from the first draft that we made.
That's my own fault because I picked Cesaro and Sheamus for Octane, so I picked 2 picks at once.
Yeah.
And I picked the Hart Foundation, that's 4 picks. So, as I said before, it sort of balances it out because it sort of hits you for picking a big amount of people at once.
Yeah. So is it Mayhem?
For Mayhem first, yeah, we'll work through, from left to right.
Okay, then first tag team.
Oh, please don't do this.
Sumerian Death Squad.
Oh, you absolute...
Tommy End and Michael Dante. Now, whether you want to call Tommy End Aleister Black or not, I would always call him Tommy End.
What a horrible, horrible man you are. What a horrible man you are.
Now, obviously, Tommy End and Michael Dante, they might still be on the independent circuit as a tag team, but since Tommy End's moved to Florida, a bit of a renaissance pick because seeing him in person,
I'm so annoyed.
It was an easy pick.
I'm so annoyed. I'm really annoyed. So I've just completely come out of the screen. That's how annoyed I am. Let's pick someone who's already been picked, so I can go. I can just pick anyone. Can't I? Let's pick a Tyrek. So who's next? It's going to be Octane next. Octane, who do you want, Mr. Octane? And since PJ Tovey's just taken my next draft pick, which I was literally going to pick next, I'm completely thrown, to be honest with you. I've just seen one that I'm very interested in, actually. Need to mark off that as well. I've got my elbow on it, haven't I? I'm going to end up picking it. I'm going to end up picking Edge and Christian.
I did not see that coming.
Nobody did.
I was ready to type someone else in. However, you've just gone and thrown me. And this is for Octane.
I think it's the singles run of Edge on a roster where everything's a bit more high flying, everything's a bit more fast moving, and I think Edge might suit the main event picture quite well. And I don't think I'll use them maybe that much as a tag team, but maybe Edge and Christian as single stars.
More singles, yeah.
Edge in the main event, Christian in the upper mid card. I think might be a pretty good run. Again, it's an interesting one. I think main event wise on Octane is not too bad. I think I just need to keep bolstering the roster up a bit. I think.
Yeah.
And I think Edge is a really good main eventer for us, though.
Definitely.
Considering I did want Shawn Michaels and I did want Okada and I did want Tanahashi and I did want Nakamura and I wanted Tommy End. So you've basically destroyed me anyway. So I might just start picking random crap, mightn't I? Right, who's next? Is it? I think it's Throwdown next, isn't it? No, it's not. It's Adrenaline again, isn't it? Let me check the numbers. Adrenaline. Yep, Adrenaline's got 2 picks. Don't look at me like that. When you look at me like that, I know you're going to screw me.
The next picks for Adrenaline.
Oh, God.
It's DIY. It's Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Look at the roster for Adrenaline. Look, I will stand on. We're only at 13 picks, but it's already pissing on Throwdown. As far as...
Why the hell did I pick for the Edge and Christian?
This is why I was surprised, because I thought you would have picked DIY.
It's
Not
only,
bloody Edge and Christian.
It's only because Edge was a main eventer, wasn't it? Yeah, that's. I'm gonna have to turn the screw now a bit, aren't I? Right, who are we on next anyway? We're all on 13 picks each now, aren't we?
Yeah, we are dead even.
So we'll go back to Mayhem now. Work from left to right, from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday to Thursday. So Mayhem's next.
Ooh.
Go on, screw me again. Why not?
No.
You say no. You know you're gonna pick someone that I want. Who do you want? Just get out of the way. Just stop torturing me like this.
I'm going to try and give him an advantage because it seems a bit unfair.
Just stop torturing me.
No, Petty. It's Moustache Mountain. Tyler Bate, Trent 7. I'm a Brit. You know, I like the British style.
You're shit, more like.
Again, a bit of variety in the way that we want to try and have an equilibrium over all of the brands and all of the rosters.
So, Moustache Mountain are staying exactly where they were.
Yeah, I mean, I picked him for Mayhem before, and you can see how much I rate Moustache Mountain. I believe when Tyler Bate drops the belt to Pete Dunne at TakeOver.
It is going to happen.
Yeah, and then they will have the Tyler Bate Trent 7 tag team. So, Moustache Mountain are soon coming, and they will be over.
I've been saying that for a long time now. It's one of those sort of things where it's going to happen because I've mentioned a few times NXT's tag team division is looking pretty weak. They need another strong face tag team.
Yeah.
And Moustache Mountain for me will be that tag team quite easily. So next up is Octane. Octane. Now who suits Octane? You know what? I am going to try and pull a blinder here. And I'm going to go for Mr. Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan.
For Octane, I think the high-flying maneuvers, the fast-paced moving, I think is going to be good. And I think I need it because basically I'm being screwed by being bent over a sofa here, aren't I, really?
Not really. I mean, don't get me wrong. Adrenaline had 4 picks over everybody.
Yeah, and they've taken them incredibly well. You've done well. You've done really well out of that. But I think Octane had a disadvantage. Like I said, the 4 people that were there already weren't necessarily very strong.
They were all mid-carders.
Yeah, but to get Bullet Club and now get Edge and Christian, we've got Cesaro on there as well. We've got Daniel Bryan. I think we've got a pretty strong main event
You're
picture.
Compensating for your slow start for
I'm overcompensating. I'm a middle-aged man with a Ferrari at this point in time. Talking of middle-aged men, who's your next pick?
Is it me for
It's
Adrenaline
you for
or
Adrenaline.
you for Throwdown?
No, it's you for Adrenaline first.
Okay. And for Adrenaline,
Don't look at me like that.
I don't want to keep on looking at you like that. And
Well, don't look at me like that then.
no, because this man hasn't been picked.
Nobody's picked any of the hardcore pictures yet, have they?
No.
What do you mean this man hasn't been picked?
No, I actually misread it because this man actually has been picked. So
Was it the man I'd literally just picked a second ago?
No. It was further on in the draft. So I don't want to go straight in.
Like, you've already picked somebody who's on my roster. Are you picking somebody I've already picked?
Yeah, again, the Austin Aries was a dream pick. Unfortunately, I can't pull off miracles and literally steal wrestlers from other promotions.
Is it Bo Dallas?
It's
It's Bo Dallas, isn't it?
it's nowhere near Bo Dallas. You know, he probably, well, he has to get picked.
Is it
It's
right
like the
back
women's picks from the last.
Is it Eve Marie?
No, here we go again. Her and Tamina were dead set last as far
We
as.
literally had to fight over who got who.
Yeah.
I don't want him. No, I don't want him.
Right, so for Adrenaline, it's my pick, yeah?
Your pick for Adrenaline, yeah.
Yeah, it's War Machine. It's Hansen and Rowe.
Ooh, that's interesting. Not what I was expecting from Adrenaline,
Well,
to be honest.
Adrenaline is severely lacking in tag teams.
Adrenaline rush.
So War Machine
Adrenaline
definitely
rush, adrenaline rush.
will go ahead against the likes of American Alpha.
Who sung Adrenaline Rush?
Adrenaline Rush.
I know I'm completely out of tune when I'm singing it, which is a good thing because then I won't get copyrighted for it. But
Oh,
it was an old wrestling song, wasn't it?
it was. I don't want to say Drowning Pool.
Well,
Because obviously some buddies.
that's your job out there, guys. Let us know who sung Adrenaline Rush.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was an old wrestling song. But I can't remember
It
who
was
sung
definitely a wrestling song, but I can't say who sang
So
it.
you've picked War Machine.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means that I have a pick now for Throwdown.
All picks.
Oh, I've completely bugged up Roman Reigns there. Roman Reigns? Raymond Rowe. I apologise, Raymond Rowe, for completely just blaspheming you there for a second. Right, for Throwdown, who did I pick?
Well, you had the...
Where's Joe? Is Joe on Throwdown?
Joe is on Throwdown, but your last picks were the Heart Foundation for Throwdown.
Okay, my next pick for Throwdown is going to be the Gorillas of Destiny.
G.O.D.
Yep. Tama Tonga. And of course, he's half-brother. Well, adopted brother, should I say. Tangaroa. Or Camacho to you guys out there. And again, it's a very strong tag team for me. I've got the Heart Foundation on there already, but I think apart from that, I've not really got many tag teams already, have I? No, I've got... Oh, apart from obviously Red Dragon, the champions. Yeah, apart from that, I've got no other tag team. So we've got 3 pretty strong tag teams on there. Gorillas of Destiny, Heart Foundation, and Red Dragon. So next, I believe, is going to be... It's going to be Adrenaline once again. You've got 14 names. Everyone else has got 15.
What, for Adrenaline? They're sure enough not got 15?
According to this, you haven't.
Well, so far, sorry for the recap. So for Adrenaline, we have...
Have I buggered something up here?
He may have forgotten to add one of the War Machines.
Raymond Rose on there, and Hanson's on there as well.
So, sorry for the recap.
Right.
We have...
So we'll cut it there anyway.
Nakamura...
One eternity later.
Right, I think you're right, PJ. I think I buggered up the numbers. So it's actually Octane who's got the next pick. I put Tommaso Ciampa on the wrong brand, which I'm pretty sure people out there would have noticed and shouted at me for by now. So basically, Octane has the next pick, and my next pick for Octane is going to start with an E and end with a D Guerrero.
That's the person I thought you'd pick.
Yeah, I just...
Because when he was trying to say that Octane is to be high-flying...
Not completely high-flying, but
well,
I think
I have an element of it, and I saw the wrestlers from the upper mid-card.
And the fact that it's top of the list helps as well, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
So that was the first time for the entire draft, every single brand has the same amount of picks.
We are on an equal playing field.
Therefore, Mayhem has the next one.
So we're going in order of Mayhem, Octane, Adrenaline, and Throwdown.
Yeah, working through the week. So Mayhem Monday, Octane Tuesday, Adrenaline Wednesday. Well, it's not actually. That's what confused me earlier. Mayhem's Tuesday.
Okay.
For some reason.
Okay. So the next pick is...
Go on then.
Is it for me?
It's for you. It's Mayhem.
It is me. Okay.
Is it the Natural Disasters?
No. Have we got Typhoon?
Yeah.
Oh, we have got Typhoon.
Earthquake and Typhoon are there.
Don't worry, that is not my next pick.
Is it not? You sounded quite interested there for a second.
No. I was just interested to see if you had Typhoon.
Oh, I've got Typhoon coming out the ears, mate. I tell you.
No. We're in no rush for Typhoon. Sorry for any Natural Disasters fans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of one person's just logged off now.
Okay, the next pick for Mayhem.
I can't believe you badmouthed the Natural Disasters. I'm really disappointed in this video now.
No. You go for the retro.
I'm going to have to leave it a like and leave the video now.
The next pick for Mayhem.
Go on then.
It's Brian Cage.
Brian Cage. One of the calls that I'm not overly sure on how I feel about it, but I think it's pretty decent.
No, I'm happy with the call. Is again, when you've only got a select few to pick from, and you got to pick the best one from there.
Are you considering a potential Michael Elgin in the future?
No. Look, again,
for an unbreakable effing machine.
I am not going to rush into any decisions as far as who's going where.
Especially if I try and push you into them.
No. It's not pushing into anything. At the end of the day, you might want Michael Elgin for Octane or Throwdown. So.
Yeah, I've noticed that no one's picked a single person from the hardcore division yet. We've both got hardcore divisions to look at on Mayhem and Throwdown, of course, haven't we? So next up is Octane. This is my brand. What do I want for Octane? Now, there's one person I do want, but I feel like it'd be a waste to pick it now, because I know it's not something that you're going to pick. So I think... Oh, this is Octane, isn't it? Jay Lethal.
Now, you see, believe it or not, Jay Lethal was going to be my pick before Brian Cage.
Yep.
And then I changed my mind at the very last second.
I was about to pick someone completely different, then I was scanning on the list and saw Jay Lethal hadn't been picked. I know how much of a Jay Lethal level you are, and I thought I've got to pick him now.
No, Jay Lethal is.
Former, of
I
course.
don't understand why he's not joined NXT yet. I don't understand. Unless he's being paid very well from Ring of Honor.
Maybe he's a bit like Omega. Maybe he doesn't want to work NXT. He wants to go straight in the main roster.
What? Well, again, that's one of them.
Yeah, so next up is going to be Adrenaline. The OP brand gets another pick.
Okay. So I'm going to follow a trend in the way that for the past 2 Adrenaline picks that I've picked tag teams. Well, in fairness, with American Alpha, DIY,
I can't believe you're going to take Breeze Dangle off me.
and War Machine, this may be the final tag team for the brand.
You're going to take... Oh, I know you're going to take...
I'm going to go for the Briscoe brothers.
Oh, you're not going to take... I thought you were going to take, actually, then. I thought you were going to take somebody...
I picked the Briscoes for Mayhem originally.
Yeah, former Mayhem Tag Team Champions, of course.
But now I've decided that Adrenaline... I mean, the tag team standards so far have been the Briscoes, War Machine, DIY and American Alpha. I'm quite content with 4 top tag teams so far. And only my 17th pick.
Yeah, I'm not too impressed, I must admit. So who have I got next? I have got... Is it Throwdown next?
Yeah.
Throwdown. Throw of down. I'm wasting time now because I don't know who I'm going to pick, basically. I am going to go for Throwdown, the Triple H.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know why I picked Triple H because I know it's not someone you're bound to pick pretty soon, but...
No, I'm a fan of Triple H, but I'm just...
Triple
the slow,
H was...
methodical ring general
Yeah.
isn't really my taste.
Triple H was never somebody I ever appreciated when I was younger. I always got really bored of him, but as time's gone on, I've started appreciating him a bit more.
Yeah.
So as you can see, next we've got Mayhem, Octane, then we're going to have to skip Adrenaline and go straight to Throwdown because you picked a tag team. So Mayhem for you, then 2 picks for me.
Oh, so somehow that Shabby Gamer can get some leverage as far as when it comes to the picking. Again, finally for him, so he can really get going.
Mama go. So I've got to do this stuff in my mind again.
No, we're both listening to Fozzy, so Judas is well and truly stuck in our mind.
Judas stole my picks.
So for Mayhem, I'm going to go for Kota Ibushi.
Oh, that was literally my next pick for Octane. I was going to pick him straight after this. You are a...
It seems like a trend, doesn't it? Every time that we've got a pick in mind.
The thing is, we have very much the same style in what we like in wrestling. And the problem is because as time's gone on, we've sort of... The drafts are just going down one by one. And we seem to rate people in the same order.
Yeah.
And I think that's the major problem.
Because originally when we was depicting the fact that we was going to have 4 separate brands was the fact that we was going to segregate both of Mayhem and Throwdown and just divide them down the middle. But Shabby Gamer raised the idea to just literally click the refresh button, start from square one as we are in season 2. So it just gives a freshness to what you're watching and what Shabby Gamer is booking, as it were.
Yeah. So my next pick is going to be for Octane, I believe.
Yep.
I'm going to Rey Mysterio Jr. And maybe use him a little bit higher up the card this time.
Yeah, because what did you have planned with him last time? Because I've still had to yet use Rey Mysterio.
Well, I used him a little bit, but I think now that he's on a division where he's on a show where it's a bit more based on high flying ability, it's a cruiserweight as well, so he can go for the cruiserweight championship. But of course, he has the ability to potentially push on, maybe go for an upper mid card or even the main championship on Octane, which would be pretty interesting. I like that. So next is me again, isn't it, for Throwdown? And I'm gonna be the first person in this universe mode to pick a hardcore based wrestler. And that hardcore based wrestler is going to be... I'm going to pick the man that I said I like a lot. And Peter Tovey's already ticked it off. I'm going to go for Luke Harper because I'm a massive Luke Harper fan. I really am. And we've got some good plans for him so far in this universe mode. And we've done little bits and bobs with him, but so far I want to push him a bit higher on. And I think Throwdown is going to be the place to do so. And there's going to be a hardcore division there, so Brody Lee can really come out of the shadows, I think. So now puts us all on 17, does it? Yep.
Yep.
So Mayhem, Octane, Adrenaline, Throwdown. Who's your pick for Mayhem?
Again, if you think that this is scripted, it truly isn't. We are literally working off the cuff.
God, now what?
No.
Now what?
I mean, I'm hoping that's what brought the 4,600 views to our original draft. In the fact that this is quite literally off script. There isn't a script. You know, we are literally working off what we see.
I wish there was. I would have got some better names by the way.
Yeah, he would have had some better names. But I think that's what gives it more enjoyment. In the fact that we are literally... We are picking randomly, but with intent. That we have the ambition to try and make each show a competition. So then, basically, depending on what you view. So we'll try our very best. So the next pick for Mayhem is Randy Savage.
Oh, that's a cheeky one. I must admit, I would have wanted Randy Savage, but I completely forgot he hadn't been picked, to be honest with you.
It's one of them where we had the shabby shake-up, and I was offered the opportunity to have Randy Savage on the Mayhem roster. I took it in a heartbeat because regardless of him working within the 80s and the 90s, people underestimate that he was before his time. And that's why that people... He is a Hall of Famer, but he was great, you know?
Yeah, it was. I agree with you there. It was a cracker. He was a man before his time. And
I mean, for retro terms... Would you have preferred to watch a Savage match or a Hogan match?
Oh, Savage all day long.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was very much the Cena and CM Punk at the time.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And because you're picking Savage, you just reminded me that I want to pick Steamboat for Octane. Yep. I'm glad I managed to get an exasperated noise out of you because you've been doing it to me all bloody episode.
No, Ricky Steamboat.
I'm looking under.
I believe that. Did I get him on the shabby shake-up?
I think you did, yeah. No, I took him. He was on your brand and I took him.
Yes, because you got Savage and I got Steamboat.
No, vice versa. On the draft we did, then vice versa. I took Steamboat, you took Savage.
Yep.
Right, so he's on Octane. So next is Adrenaline. Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush.
I don't know how many times we're going to keep on singing that song, but...
That's annoying me now. It really is.
It is, but Adrenaline was... I think it's the only name that we had to think of for a new brand because obviously Mayhem, Octane and Throwdown were mainstays, but we needed another name. And that's when we'd had our collective juices, as it were, and came up with Adrenaline. Not at all.
I mean, the main reason I really wanted to change Showdown is because I was getting confused between Showdown and Throwdown when I was recording.
Yeah.
It was just too much of a tongue twister for me. It was a bit like, if you've ever seen the match, I think it was a Lucha Underground match, and it was PJ Black versus Willie Mack, and my God, Matt Striker struggled so much because it was PJ Black versus the Mack, and Matt Striker struggled so much because he didn't want to call the Mack the Black by mistake, and Vampiro just sat there all match long, just bullying Matt Striker into trying to say it the whole way through, and it's the more you take out these tongue twisters, the better, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go for...
I can't believe you're taking Los Matadors this early on.
It's very early on. I could have took the Bushwhackers, but yeah, we've got a long night ahead of us. So, for Adrenaline...
A very long night, and we end up picking the fucking Bushwhackers.
Adrenaline's next pick...
Yep.
It's Dalton Castle.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. Somebody brand new to the universe. Is it the first brand new person? No, we've got Matanza's been picked, hasn't he? We've got quite a few brand new ones in this new universe mode, but Dalton Castle, an interesting pick, actually. I'm interested in that. I've said the word interested far too many times in such a short period of time, it's lost meaning now.
I think with the Adrenaline roster, so far with the 18 picks, by the exception of Jericho and Angle, everyone seems to be indie-based.
Yeah.
In the fact that these haven't got the pedigree of the main show, being the WWE. So it just gives that extra incentive not only to watch Mayhem, but to watch Adrenaline. And that's what we're trying to do here, especially with my picks. Not only to compete with Octane and Throwdown, is to just give a different venture for you to watch, really.
I am going to completely stun you now.
And this is for Throwdown.
Completely stun you completely. But
Okay.
there is method behind my madness, I promise you. And I promise you, everyone out there is method behind this madness. And it is going to be somebody that I recently uploaded a video saying why I hate. Yeah, it's going to happen. I don't know why, and it's going to happen. Roman Reigns is coming to Throwdown. And I am going to use Roman Reigns exactly how I said in my video I believe he should be used. And we're gonna show people that Roman Reigns can be somebody a lot better than what he currently is. There's a much better version of Roman Reigns hidden there.
I tell you what, you're taking some chances with Throwdown.
I know. It's a massive
Reigns,
risk.
Triple H, the Hart Foundation, and Goldberg. Wow.
Yeah. Oh my god. Now you read it out. I regret everything.
No. It's not for regretting because we've got a hell of a lot of picks left.
Well, like I said, there was this whole thing where I just sort of feel that Octane should be more high flying, more excitement, and Throwdown's more sort of classically heavy. I don't know. I don't know. I've got to try and spice things up, haven't I?
Not exactly spice things up.
I'm gonna make some cheeky picks now.
He's gonna go and he's gonna make a competition because
I'm
I've
gonna make
raised
some
the alarm.
cheeky picks.
I've raised the alarm that
Who's next? Are we still on a full? No one picking the tag teams. Yes, we're back on Mayhem again.
we're back on Mayhem, so we are even Stevens once again.
I can't believe I picked Roman Reigns. What the?
He picked Roman Reigns, but
I told you that there's a ghost in this place, and I'm pretty sure I just got possessed.
No. I think people out there can agree that the Shield gimmick for Roman Reigns is dying. In the sense that he's got the same attire, to a degree the same theme as far as entrance music. I don't want to put no spoilers into what Mr. Gamer has got planned, but I think Vince has got to realise that you've got to change it. Because regardless of his mic skills and what he says, they're going to boo him.
Yep.
They're going to boo him every time.
Definitely.
So whether he says something that they're going to agree with, they're still going to boo him.
I'm going to change it right now. Crowd reaction, boo.
Yes, because look, he's not a face. He's
far from.
He's an effing. There's my first swear word of the night. He is an effing heel, and the quicker they realise this, because this is what I said to Shabby Gamer before I came up here, is that he has had a very similar start to The Rock.
Yeah.
In the way that Rocky Maivia was booed out the building, and it was only till Vince Russo decided, or The Rock, whoever decided, or Vince, that, look, he's not getting over as a face, they're booing him out of the building, let's just let him be a heel, and just go with it. And this is what they've got to try and do again.
Yeah. But the problem is, like I said to you earlier on, it worked really well for The Rock because The Rock just had pure charisma oozing out of his body. I don't know if Reigns has that, but Reigns has the ability to be absolutely hated.
Yeah.
He, like I said in my video, my shabby talk about Roman Reigns, you can push him as a face as much as you want, but his personality, his body language, his persona is so arrogant and so entitled that he just comes across as a heel. And I think what I want to try and do in this is it's a very bold, like you said, it's very bold me trying to do this, but I want to try and show you how Roman Reigns should be. And whether I can pull that off or not, it's a completely different story, but that's what I want to try and do, and maybe I should have gone for a safe pick, but there you go.
No, this is what it is. It's about taking chances and just doing things outside the box, really.
I'm just going to wait and record Adrenaline. I'm happy enough to just do that now. I'll just stop doing the rest of the shows. I'll just stick to Adrenaline now, I think. I'm happy enough for doing that. Go on then, Mayhem.
The next pick is for Mayhem, and it's Pentagon Jr.
Ooh,
now,
so Pentagon is going hardcore rather than cruiserweight.
It is. It's one of them. It's the first Mexican pick, I believe, for the Mayhem roster. And I've recently seen some Lucha Underground where Pentagon's a beast, you know?
He's a demon,
He's an absolute heel, an ultra heel, you know?
He's a CM Punk heel. He tries to be as heel as much as he can, but the crowd effing love it.
Yeah. So whether he takes on 3 Japanese women in a row...
that was a crazy night, that was.
Yeah. So...
It's a crazy, crazy, crazy.
Again, just
crazy
trying to mix it up a little bit. So, Mr. Shabby Gamer, what's your next pick?
Why am I on Octane?
I believe so.
Tanahashi.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Yep. I'm going to go for it. A bit more of a... I probably should have saved that for Throwdown, shouldn't I, really?
No. Octane needs some health.
Yeah, Octane's done well, I think. That's a really good pick for Octane Tanahashi. Potential Octane champion. Of course, Tanahashi, one of the best wrestlers in the world. Tanahashi is New Japan's version of Cena. However, he's a lot more talented in the ring than Cena.
Yeah.
Not taking anything away from Cena, because Cena pulled off some cracking matches this year. Over the last 12 months, Cena pulled off some fantastic matches against AJ Styles.
Yeah.
But I think Tanahashi is just that step ahead. He is incredible, and he's going to bring a massive amount of ability to Octane. So next is the demon brand that is known as Adrenaline.
The demon brand, the jealous brand.
Yeah.
And for the number 19 pick, it's Cassius Ohno.
Cassius Ohno going to Adrenaline. Another big main event name, really. And we will get better versions of these cores. I'm going to re-download all these cores pretty soon. So hopefully we'll have some better looking ones as well.
Yeah.
So next is Throwdown.
Yep.
Who can I bring in who's a bit more realistic, a bit more big, a bit more interesting? And I'm so tempted to go for another big risk. I really am so tempted. I'm not going to do it though in this one. I am going to go for... I almost said another big risk then. You know what? I'm going to go for another big... I'm going to go for a different risk than the original big risk. I'm going to go for Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito, the current, at this point in time of recording, Intercontinental Champion of New Japan. Pretty damn good wrestler all round, and I think he's going to be a great aspect of Throwdown. Of course, he's been on Throwdown since night number 1, and I really want to keep him around. And I think with the rosters being spread a bit more thin, I think he's definitely going to get a lot more opportunity and potentially hold on to a championship for a while. But there we go. How are we looking now number-wise? I've pressed all the wrong buttons. We're even again.
They're all even.
Still on 19 each, so Mayhem with the next pick then. Now Tovey's struggling.
I am struggling because...
The Tovemeister.
We are... I wouldn't even say slim pickings because we've got so much more to pick.
I'm staring at someone now that I really, really want.
And this is where it gets complicated.
And I've come out of the screen for
because every time we get to number 20, it gets feisty.
See, do you know who you don't know who I really...
No, I'm
going to stop talking because I don't want you to know who I really, really want. Because it is my next... I've actually, for the first time in many a pick, I've actually decided who I want
He's
for Octane.
already picked what he wants.
I've already picked who I want for Octane.
Okay. So, for Mayhem, number 20...
You got to pick him, I know you are.
No. I think it's too early on to be doing the extravagant sort of out-of-the-box picks.
I know you're going to pick him.
No, you're not.
Go on, I know you want.
Rob Van Dam.
Okay, that's not too bad.
You see?
It's not too bad.
It's not what he thought it was.
It's somebody that I did want, but it's not too bad. Roberto Van Dam.
So I chose to bring back Van Dam in the shake-up.
Jean-Claude Van Damme's second cousin twice removed.
For Mayhem, and he will stay on Mayhem because RVD is a legend.
Yeah. So Octane, the man that I really wanted that I hope Peter wasn't going to pick, Chris Daniels.
Now, let's just try and give some history on Christopher Daniels. If you'd followed Shabby Gamers viewership, Christopher Daniels' involvement in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. The Rumble's a tough match on this game. It really is a tough match, and he pulled off some interesting stuff.
And whilst we was doing the shake-up, we was basically, I was told to pick outside the box. And Christopher Daniels was well outside the box.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know why it was outside the box. It was just something we never thought of doing, but when you picked it, it felt so obvious. I'm like, why did we not think of that before?
Yeah.
Especially since he's the Ring of Honor champion at the moment, I think.
Exactly.
As long as he hasn't lost it by now.
So far.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I really am, and I really wanted him for... And of course, he did appear in that cracking match at Evolution, the triple threat.
Yeah.
AJ Styles, Chris Daniels. I won't ruin the finish, but Styles, Daniels, and Joe, you got to go back and check that out.
I believe it was one of the reasons why I brought Daniels back, because
that was
people forget.
That was the first thing you said about me.
Yeah.
when you brought him in, that's the first thing you said was we've got to do this.
Yeah.
And it made perfect sense.
Definitely.
So is it Adrenaline next?
Adrenaline.
I probably should have saved the hold of Daniels for Throwdown again.
No. Daniels is a great pick. I mean, it was very close to being my very next pick. So
that's why I thought I had to get him.
Yeah, you got to get him whilst it's hot. So we're going to go for Adrenaline. We're at number 20.
Yep.
So again, we're not at slim pickings. We're not picking people because we have to. We've still got a very good caliber of wrestlers to pick from. So, my next pick is Akira Tozawa.
Ooh. Okay. That wasn't what I had you down for, but that's an interesting one.
Again, we've still got room to experiment.
The thing is with Tozawa is I think that he's very much better than what he's being currently given. And
again, I believe it's the conversation that we're referring to with the 205. He is really good.
That's one of the best calls in the game, I think.
He is really good.
The thing is, I saw him years ago when I watched my second ever indie pay-per-view I ever watched was a Dragon Gate USA show.
Oh, Dragon Gate.
And Dragon Gate USA didn't last for very long because they turned into Evolve in the end. But the shows they had were incredible, and Akira Tozawa was part of that. And I believe, if I remember correctly, what Tozawa did in his match is he took a camera off the lady in the front row and he walked around beating the crap out of his opponent while taking pictures, which was just hilarious. And he's very charismatic, although all he does is go, ah!
He's very noisy.
Yeah, he sounds like an angry parrot half the time, but it's so... It's a bit like Nakamura. He doesn't speak the language very well, but he's just oozes charisma.
I mean, it's one of them. You look at the weight differential in the way that Nakamura and Tozawa, there might be a little difference in height, but...
Is there potential for a tag team, maybe?
You never know. But why is there a difference between Nakamura and Tozawa, with Tozawa being stigmaed into being in the cruiserweight division?
Yeah.
Which leads to our discussion regarding 205. So, again, I'm a massive fan, and he needed to be picked.
So, Throwdown, I've had a chance to look at it. I've had a cheeky decision. And I need to pick someone who's a bit more current, a bit more interesting, a bit more obvious rather than the risky picks I've been taking. So I'm going to go for the former World Heavyweight Champion, that is Mr. Bray Wyatt. I need to get a bit more current day, I think, on Throwdown, because I've got Triple H, I've got the Hart Foundation, which Triple H, Bret Hart, very good possible champions. I've got Roman Reigns, I've got Samoa Joe, again, very good potential champions, but I think Wyatt is definitely a good aspect to that as well. Which means that was that even again?
Yeah.
Yeah, all on 20 now, so Mayhem's next.
So,
I'll come out again. What was Mayhem planned?
So for Mayhem, number 21.
21.
It's Michael Elgin.
Yeah, I thought it would be. So the Unbreakable effing machines are on one brand, but will they be used as a tag team is the question.
I believe it depends on how the tag team.
If they are, you have to write it on there to remind me.
Yeah, for the tag teams on Mayhem, I mean, you've got the Hardy Brothers, you've got the Bullet Club, Gallows and Anderson, you've got the Sumerian Death Squad, Mustache Mountain. I mean, there's a lot of tag teams out there. I believe that Elgin and Cage could possibly do it solo. So, again, to have Michael Elgin still available to pick, I had to pick him.
Right, it's me for Octane now. I've just had a brainwave, but I don't know.
Hey, that's my quote. That is.
I don't know if it's the right thing to do. I really don't. Can I have a look at the show? I want to see who I've got on Octane now, quickly. Yes. So I'm looking at the main event picture at the moment, and it's pretty strong. But there's still a position for The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether this was the best brand to bring him to, but I think I'm going to go for current day Rock, old fashioned Rock, current day Rock, old fashioned Rock it is.
That's different because last time we picked the current day. So
I think you picked old fashioned last time, didn't you?
Did we?
You picked old fashioned, and when I did the shape up, I took the current day.
Right. Oh, there we go then.
And look at that, he goes straight as the number one contender apparently.
Hey.
That's how big he is. But I think that's, for me, I think I've got a really strong main event now on Octane. I've got Omega, got Adam Cole, Cody Rhodes, Cesaro, Edge, Daniel Bryan, Eddie Guerrero, Jay Lethal, Rey Mysterio, Ricky Steamboat, Tanahashi, Chris Daniels, The Rock. I think I'm pretty happy now with the main event on Octane. I think I just need to build a strong roster around that now, and I'm pretty happy with Octane. It's just Throwdown. I need to keep sort of picking up Throwdown now because it's good, but I think it's got some strong members, but maybe not the excitement that I was hoping for.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that can come a bit later on. But
Okay.
it's you next with your adrenaline pick, Mr. Toves. The Tove Meister.
So for adrenaline.
Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush.
Adrenaline rush. It's Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong.
No, he was still available.
Yeah,
I think I picked him for Mayhem.
You know what? I like adrenaline for him. I think it's a really good suit for him, actually.
Yeah.
I think it was either going to be adrenaline or Octane that got him. But I think that's a good pick for him. Which means it's me next.
If for Throwdown, yeah.
You give me some more time. I can't handle these situations.
Well, you was looking
too
forward
quick.
to this. I mean, we have been planning this for months. For the second season. For the rebranding, as it were.
Right. I think I'm going to give adrenaline... sorry, adrenaline. You're adrenaline.
Throwdown.
I'm going to give Throwdown a bit more of a high... Not necessarily high flying, but a bit more of a speedy aspect by adding to the main event. We've got some old-fashioned style slow wrestlers. I think adding maybe a face Dolph Ziggler would sort of spark things up a little bit. Just trying to add a bit of balance to bring Louis Van Gaal into the situation.
A bit of balance.
We need more balance in our team.
We need more balance.
And I think Dolph Ziggler would be a great way of adding that balance. It's not the pick that people will be expecting, but I think it does work. It adds a different aspect to the main event picture.
Oh, Dolph Ziggler wasn't even picked in the original draft.
Exactly, yeah. And I think that's the thing about it. It's not necessarily picking who we think definitely should be there.
Yeah.
It's about picking who's right for the situation.
Oh, definitely.
And although there's probably stronger members on the sheet left to pick, I think that's the right one for me at the moment.
Yeah.
So again, that's even again, isn't it?
Yeah.
21 each. See, this is different because we've done this new thing where the lowest amount of the roster with the lowest amount of people gets to pick next. Tag teams and stables have not gone as quick.
No.
There's still so many tag teams to go.
Oh yeah.
And believe it or not, the majority of the created tag teams are gone.
Yeah.
It's the real tag teams that are left.
Yeah.
So Mayhem once again.
So, for Mayhem.
The Mayhem.
For Mayhem, do you have any idea what I'm going for?
You are going to go for on Mayhem the Undertaker.
Oh no.
No, I don't think so.
Number 22.
Don't do it.
John Morrison. Johnny Mundo.
Okay.
Johnny Nitro.
It's not great for me, but it's not
John
the worst.
Hennigan. There you go.
It's not great for me, but it's not the worst. I think I might put him down as Johnny Mundo because it's just easier to say.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives a little bit of a hint more towards the Lucha Underground fans.
Yeah.
So my next pick on Octane, then. I'm annoyed with myself now because I was just staring at someone and I was thinking, I hope Pedro David doesn't pick him. And then I've bloody forgotten who it was. Who the hell was I just staring at? Oh, okay, yeah, I know. But is that the right pick for Octane? Oh, that's a tricky one, isn't it? That's I'm going to take for Octane one of my favourite members of the current Cruiserweight division that we currently have on the game. Although WWE are not using him as a Cruiserweight, they're using him as a UK member. It's going to be Mr. Peter Dunne. Yeah, I know it's a bit of an out there one, but like I said, I think now I'm pretty happy with the main event picture on Octane. It's just building a strong roster around it, and Pete Dunne is going to be the man for that. I think.
I think people who don't realise who Pete Dunne is,
He's insane.
when he comes into fruition, you'll know who Pete Dunne is.
I'm going to be bold enough right now to say on this video that Pete Dunne has the potential in this universe mode to become the Octane champion.
That is up there.
And
absolutely.
It's not out there. It's not completely out there. It's not crazy.
No.
But it's a possibility that could very much happen.
Yeah.
And I hope it does happen, to be honest with you.
No, I believe if anyone who hasn't seen him, watch him.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll see him at the... well, you would have seen him, sorry, at the NXT TakeOver a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Against Ty Denninger. I won't tell you who won because it'd be spoilers.
Ty Denninger?
I always get them mixed up, you know.
Tyler Bate.
I always get them mixed up.
Ty Denninger.
It's just a tie, isn't it? That's what it gets me. Is that your next pick, is it? I've got to take your first answer.
No.
Okay, well, it is for you for... I've come out of the screen again. It is you for Adrenaline, isn't it?
So, for Adrenaline.
Adrenaline Rush.
Now, this might throw Shabby Gamer off. I'm not a fan.
Adrenaline Rush.
I'm not a fan of him personally at the moment.
Okay, you're not a fan of him, so...
No.
You are going to pick...
Just to basically make Adrenaline really strong.
It is Ty Denninger, isn't it?
No.
It's Baron Corbin, isn't it? I know you don't like Baron Corbin.
No, I don't like Baron Corbin, but I also don't like Matt Riddle. However, Matt Riddle is the next pick for Adrenaline.
That's a good pick. I like that, though. Matt Riddle is a very accomplished wrestler, even though...
And this is the first time we've picked him on a draft?
Yeah, because his face is a bit screwed.
Yeah.
You can see where his face scan finishes and his game head begins.
However, his attire makes up and compensates for his face, so bear with us.
Yeah, his face is a bit ugly. God, when I've had a few beers, it's so difficult to control the controller. Right, so next I have a pick for the Throwdown brand. Who do I want to use on Throwdown? Now, let me have a look at the whole Throwdown, what I've got at the moment. Now, it's not looking too bad. We've got CM Punk, Mil Muertes, Samoa Joe, Goldberg, Bret Hart, Owen Hart. We've got Triple H, Luke Harper, Roman Reigns, Naito, Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler. We've got some pretty strong members, actually. The main event picture is not looking too bad. So my next pick is going to be someone who is going to really push the United States Championship picture in the right direction. And that is going to be someone who PJ Tovey is going to be very annoyed me picking. And that is Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. Where is he? There he is. Mr. Perfect, what brand was he on before? I think he might have been on Mayhem, to be honest. I think he was, because I think he was part of PJ Tovey's 6-man television championship match to start off the Universe mode last time. So we'll mark that one off. It is Mr. Perfect. So I'm just writing down my piece of paper. Yep, he's not happy. He's swearing at me now. I knew he'd be annoyed by that one. And it is your pick next, Mr. Tove. Mr. Cheese Tovey.
Mr. Bloody Perfect.
Yeah, I knew you'd be annoyed by that one.
So,
have I put him on the right brand? I want to make sure I've done that right. I think I have.
We should be even.
Of course I have, yeah. You're all on 22 now, so back to Mayhem.
So, the next pick for Mayhem. Slightly naffed off that he's picked Mr. Kurt Hennig for Mayhem. It's Hideo Itami.
Okay, interesting. I knew that was coming eventually, but I thought I could hold on for a little bit longer. Hideo, I just want to see a little bit higher up the card than what we used him before.
Yeah.
Upper mid card, I think, is not out of the question for him. So there we go. Next is going to be my Octane brand. Octane. Again, Octane's pretty strong. And all I need is someone to sort of help that roster out a little bit. And I think, who am I going to pick? Now, I've got someone in mind, but it might be a little bit out there. Everyone's a little bit out there, to be honest with you. Everyone is very, very out there. I am going to go for... See, I've got someone in my mind who I want to pick, but literally the only reason I want to pick them is because it's going to screw you over. So I'm going to go for a tag team. And that tag team for Octane is going to be the Revival. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. Moving to Octane, which means I'm not going to get a pick on the next round. Scott Dawson. So there we go. So the next up is going to be Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush.
That is a forte. We've just literally had a discussion of where Adrenaline Rush came from.
I've just come out the video again. I've come out the screen again. I'm not doing well. I can't control this. I have no control over my hands.
No.
Do you have control over the Adrenaline roster?
I do have control over the Adrenaline roster. So, the next pick I'm going to pick is...
going to be?
Rich Swann.
For Adrenaline, that's nice. I like that. Again, somebody who could quite easily be your Cruiserweight champion, but at the same time, a man who could possibly push up a little bit higher up the card as well. One
of the nicest wrestlers we've ever spoke to.
Yeah, well, he's come from nothing, hasn't he, really?
Yeah.
He has come from nothing, and life's been difficult for him, I suppose, isn't it?
I suppose so, yeah.
Although all things have worked out in the end for him, I suppose, as well. So next off is going to be me on Throwdown. Now, where did I... I'm getting confused now, because I'm... Yeah, okay. Because I'm drafting two rosters at the same time, I'm getting confused. I am going to go for somebody who you're not going to pick for a very long time, but I'm going to pick him any... no, I'm going to change. I'm going to go for Rusev.
Ooh.
No, I don't know why I'm going to go for Rusev, because again, you probably won't pick Rusev for a while, but I think again it's just a little bit of an outside shout for an upper mid-card championship on Throwdown. And he's going to strengthen the main event picture as well, because I like to use him as main event picture.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that pick. I'm happy with that pick. So your pick next, then, is it for... I'm doing everything wrong here. Who's next? It is going to be back to Mayhem.
Yep.
Something's gone wrong here, hasn't it?
So, for Mayhem, number 24. So this coincides with Octane having their tag team pick. So then we'll go straight back to Adrenaline for the next pick. For Mayhem, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, nice. So I've just realised I didn't put Scott Dawson on the show properly. Stone Cold Steve Austin is going to Mayhem. Which Austin do you... Oh, there's only one really, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, there's Stone Cold Steve Austin or Stunning Steve Austin.
I love the bold one.
You don't want Stunning Steve Austin?
I don't want... We've had this discussion before. I don't want Stunning Steve.
It's you again. It's Adrenaline straight away.
So, for Adrenaline...
Don't do it.
No, Luke's kind of concerned.
I can see you looking at him. Don't do it.
No, he doesn't know what I'm looking at. It's just hypothetically.
Just don't do it, though. It wouldn't be worth it. That's good. You put the pen on his name. That's fine. That's fine. The pen's completely over his name. That's fine.
For Adrenaline.
Don't even lift the pen and try and see what I was looking at. It's not worth it. Just leave it. It's not worth it.
It's glorious.
Leave him, PJ.
It's Bobby Roode.
The Bobster.
The Bobby.
The Bobster is going to be joining Adrenaline alongside Nakamura, Okada, and every other great wrestler in the world that's currently already here. Because he's that sort of man. Right. Who's the next? It's Throwdown. Yeah, Throwdown. Dean Ambrose.
Ooh.
Yep. Quick and short like a plaster. A man who could be main event on Throwdown, but could also contribute to our hardcore division we're going to have as well. And again, ignore the championships, because all the championships are going to be reset once we start the new universe mode properly. He's in the hardcore section. Because he is hardcore.
He is.
From his Combat Zone wrestling days, when he used to try and attack people using a circular saw, believe it or not. Which, of course, was, if you've ever watched the video, that circular saw was purposely blunted for the match. It didn't actually purposely cut brain damage up. Brain damage is dead now, by the way.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of Combat Zone wrestling people are. Not because of the wrestling style, because of the drugs.
Because of the drugs.
Which is why Drake Younger jumped out of there as quick as he possibly could.
Them bloody pain pills. So.
Them boys.
Them boys.
Don't do it.
So.
Don't do it.
Is it Mayhem?
It's Mayhem next. Let me check. Yeah, we're all on 24 now. So your sheet should be equal as well.
Yeah.
Just don't pick the one person. Just don't pick that one person. That's fine. Because that one person is imperative to what I want to do. And if you pick him, you're leaving out the front door straight away. There is no draft if you pick this person.
To travel 100 miles back down the road at silly o'clock in the morning. So...
And you can walk as well. There's no trains this time of night.
My next pick for Mayhem is Neville.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. That is okay. We're fine. I wanted Neville, but that's fine.
I'm getting a train back in the morning. I'm not walking home.
Neville is on Mayhem, which means an Octane. After picking Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, I can now pick Ric Flair. We're going to have some sort of resurgence of... there's two different Ric Flairs now. There's long hair Ric Flair and short hair Ric Flair.
So have a look at the long haired Ric Flair.
There's Ric Flair 88 and there's Ric Flair in general. I'm not sure. What do you feel?
It's your man. I would say the 88 Flair's hair looks out of place.
Yeah, I think I prefer this Flair, to be honest.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go for this one. And I want to try and potentially at some point try and bring in a new sort of a new horseman.
Yeah.
A new horseman. I'm happy with that.
So we're looking at Adrenaline.
You've done it already, and you fucking well ahead of yourself marking shit off, haven't you?
Yeah.
Adrenaline Rush.
Sorry if Adrenaline Rush keeps on coming on in this video. We don't mean it. It's just a slip of the tongue.
Adrenaline Rush.
So,
Adrenaline Rush.
For Adrenaline
Rush.
Now, this is someone that we decided on picking tonight because we don't know if you lot see it coming. And
you've not picked the person I think you're going to pick, are you?
No, it's well off. It's absolutely well off. Someone who was lost too soon.
Wasn't it the dog in Emmerdale?
The dog in Emmerdale. No, it's...
That was Wellard, wasn't it?
It's... What?
Was that Wellard?
That's EastEnders.
Was it? I don't really know. I don't watch that sort of crap.
So we're going to go for number 25. It's Bruiser Brody.
So you... That's the one I said you're not going to go for that, are you? And you really went for it anyway. Are you picking a hardcore guy for your cruiserweight division? You are, aren't you?
So, Bruiser Brody. It was literally a last-minute decision. I mean, look at the core. Really good detail.
Bruiser Brody to Adrenaline. That is really out of place.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, Adrenaline still has a hardcore division. So whether you want to take into effect that the Briscoes...
Adrenaline doesn't have a hardcore division.
Pardon?
Mayhem has a hardcore division.
So Adrenaline doesn't?
No.
Okay, so Bruiser Brody's going to be in there regardless.
Want to change your pick? I'll let you change your pick if you want to. If you were unsure of the stipulations of the brands, you can change your pick.
This is an absolute rookie error from myself.
I'll let you do that. If you want to. So I said the hardcore division is on Mayhem and Throwdown. Cruiserweight is Octane and Adrenaline.
I apologise for my.
You can change your pick. I'm not gonna be harsh and let you stick that.
How nice of Shabby Gamer to give me the leniency to.
That's fine.
You don't get that often.
No, I'll let you do that. I'm not gonna be evil. I'll let you change your pick.
Okay. So my re-pick for pick number 25 is going to be Jake Roberts.
Jake Roberts, another hardcore. Jake Roberts is, again, he's a drum roll spanner.
Yeah.
So you've got Jake Roberts 91 and that's it. So
we'll take Jake Roberts 91 then.
That's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? So that is going to Adrenaline. So my next pick for Throwdown is going to be Bruiser Brody.
Are you joking?
No, why do you think I let you?
You're going to take Bruiser Brody? Right, okay.
What do you think I'm talking?
Conspiracy. Okay, I chose Bruiser Brody. We was going through the core lists, and Luke goes, "What do you think of Bruiser Brody?" And I said, "Look, you got to pick him because the core's really good."
I mugged you off there, mate. I completely mugged you off.
He has absolutely conned me.
Nah, mate, it's fine. No, if you picked it wrong, you can get rid of it. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully there's some ladies watching.
If there is, you can message me direct. It's fine.
we have been screwed. Okay, Bruiser Brody has literally been robbed.
Oh, thank God for that. I thought I'd lost him there for a minute, you know. I was panicking. I thought he'd gone. I thought, oh no, I've lost him.
God.
Right. So after my epic pick for Throwdown,
Your epic pick? It was more like an epic steal.
We're at 25 each now, so it's Mayhem again. We literally still have more than half of the roster to pick, so...
And thank you again for staying with us if you were.
I think we should do the same thing we did last time.
What, say sausage?
No, let's pick a different word this time. What do you reckon?
Burgers.
I was going to say Benoit.
We can't put Benoit.
You can't say Benoit, it's a swear word.
So we'll go for the B, we'll stick to burgers.
Burgers.
So we're currently halfway through burgers. If you're still with us, burgers. Say burgers. And we'll appreciate the fact you're still here.
Not only burgers, I want to know your best topping on a burger as well.
I think you're going a bit too far.
I'm just hungry, that's the problem. Mine, I had mozzarella cheese, smoky bacon with caramelised onions. I made that myself. It was gorgeous.
Lovely.
It was gorgeous, mate, honestly.
Lovely.
I made the burger myself. I'm going to stop talking now. Yeah. Right, Mayhem, you on. Shut it. Go. Do it. Natural disasters. Okay, let's go.
So, for the next pick for Mayhem,
the Hidden Gingers.
it's the American Wolves, Davey Edwards. I do it every single time.
I know.
Davey Richards and Edward Edwards.
Eddie Edwards.
Now, we respect the fact that they are no longer a tag team because they're currently feuding so far in Impact Wrestling.
But you'll find there's a couple of tag teams that are no longer tag teams that are kept together just for the sake of it's better to use them as a tag team, in fairness. There's no other use for them, really.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's no other use for these two guys, but I think they are better off as a tag team. So that is PJ Tovey now taking 2 picks, which means that unless we pick a tag team, we're going to get 2 picks in a row. But it is Octane next, isn't it? So Octane get a shout out. Right. What have we got? We've got a really strong... Yeah, I think I need to pick some more cruiserweights on Octane now then. So I am going to go for a man who I don't know if we're ever going to see again in a WWE ring. Because he got destroyed by Samoa Joe. It was an accident. I've come out of the screen again. We are going to go for Tyson Kidd.
For Octane?
Yep.
Okay.
Cruiserweight division Octane.
Yeah.
Yep. It's just I think a main event picture on Octane is strong enough. So I think we'll just need to keep building the roster around them. And I think we've not got many cruiserweights on there. That's specific cruiserweights. I think Tyson Kidd could be a good shout. Considering you've got Neville, I think Tyson Kidd's the other big name I can take off the main roster.
Yeah.
So next up is going to be you then on Adrenaline, I believe.
So after I got shafted with Bruiser Brody, absolutely.
I played you like a mandolin.
He did, and it was the first time that I'd actually been.
I played you like a mandolin.
Yeah, he done very well. For Adrenaline, we're going to go for Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre.
Or Drew Galloway, whatever.
A man that you're not overly keen on again.
Yep. We're doing what is best for the roster.
Ugh, mate, Adrenaline is just too good as a roster as it bloody is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I am just Adrenaline in general. I've got nothing else to say about it apart from Adrenaline. Which means that the next pick goes straight to Octane then, because obviously... No, it's Throwdown, sorry. You're right, it's Throwdown. So Throwdown, again, I'm looking for maybe a little bit more excitement to Throwdown now, because we've got the main event picture sorted. It's pretty slow going main event though, so what have we got sort of excitement-wise to speed things up a little bit? And there's not... I'm looking through now, to be honest, there's not a lot left of really exciting people that we really like, is there? But maybe I am going to go for... I'm just going to go for The Undertaker. I can't believe he's not been picked so far, but at the end of the day, we're both looking at potential things we can use, and I think The Undertaker didn't really suit most of our rosters at this point in time, but I can't let him stay there for too long because I'll end up losing him, so I'm going to go for him now. And it means I can go straight back around to Throwdown as well. To Octane, sorry. So next for Octane, I'm going to go for... Again, just trying to build the roster up. The main event picture, in my opinion, is strong enough as it currently is. So I am going to go for Octane for... I'm going to go for Diamond Dallas Page. Former WCW champion. WCW. Yoga Guru. And they've got old-fashioned DDP now as well.
It's the only DDP you got to choose from.
You've got Diamond Dallas Page or 92 DDP.
Go for the latest.
For Octane. I like that. I like DDP. I do his yoga. It's actually quite brutal, to be honest with you.
Yeah, strenuous.
It's a lot more difficult than everyone takes a mick out of yoga, but when you realise how difficult DDP's yoga is, you'll sort of realise that that's actually a bit worse than I thought it was going to be.
Definitely.
So next is going to be yourself then for Adrenaline once again. I think we should stop giving you picks for Adrenaline, to be honest with you now.
Have you had enough?
I think you've had enough, to be honest with you.
I haven't had enough when number 27 is P.T. Williams.
See, I've been tempted to pick him a few times, but I know the only reason I was going to pick him was to screw you over. So I've left him off. P.T. Williams is going to be joining the Adrenaline roster. I like that pick for Adrenaline. You've got a lot of strong main eventers, and I think now you're building a pretty strong cruiserweight division as well. Now into Throwdown. I am going to pick for Throwdown the I'm still not finished man. I'm going to go for Braun Strowman. There's an exasperated breath out there by Tovey. I'm not assuming that he had Braun Strowman on his pick list, to be honest with you, but Strowman is an interesting pick. It's a little bit out there. Again, it's very much a risk, and that's really what I've done with Throwdown. And Throwdown's going to be a bit of a tricky one, I think. I'm going to have to really prove why I pick some of these people, rather than some of the brands. Like, Adrenaline's going to speak for itself, but I think Throwdown, I've got a lot of work to do to try and prove why those people are right. But then I think we're back onto Mayhem now, aren't we?
We are.
Look how many tag teams there are left. It's really...
So many.
It really has changed the dynamic by changing the style of picking, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing. I think it's definitely made us think more about the picks.
Oh, definitely. So for the next pick for Mayhem, we're going to go for a tag team.
Okay.
So for the tag team, a surprising tag team that I believed overachieved in the previous season.
The Uggos.
It's the Dynasty.
Yeah, I knew you were going to pick them.
Of Andrew Everett and Trevor Lee.
They really were outstanding in the last series. They didn't manage to bet the gold that really pushed them on. But every single match they were in, they're really impressed. And of course, Trevor Lee defeating Tommaso Ciampa 1-on-1. They defeated DIY as a tag team as well. I think it was one occasion, but they looked really, really good. And I wasn't going to keep them together as a tag team, but they really have proved themselves to be fantastic. So we had to keep them together, really. As we move now into Octane. And I think I might have to keep to PJ Tovey's line there and stick with a tag team. But there's not a lot of strong tag teams left now because he's just taken the last good one, to be honest with you. Well, the last one that I would really want, especially on Octane as well. I don't know why I'm half tempted to go for that. I don't know why. I don't think I should be, but I am going to go for... And this is really going to get me laughed at in the comment section, I think. I am going to go for Octane, the Vaudevillains. Yep. PJ Tovey's completely speechless. He hasn't even got an insult to give to me for that one. Yeah.
You pick him every time.
I don't know. I'm going to have to change the entrance because every time they have their entrance, I get done for copyright because of their little thing. So I will have to change the entrance. But apart from that, I think it's a decent tag team. I think they're very... Going back to our underutilized video we did as well recently, which I don't know if it's been a logo yet or not, but it should have been by now. I feel that these two guys were underutilized. They were fantastic in NXT, and then when things came into fruition on the main roster, it never really clicked for them. So it's a good pick, I think, and it's straight into Adrenaline now then.
Yep. The dreaded Adrenaline.
Rush. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush.
Okay, for Adrenaline,
rush.
Mix it up a little bit. For someone that we only decided on before the episode was aired, it's Corey Graves.
Oh,
now, for some people out there
celeb.
who do not know who Corey Graves is, you may see him as the
Everyone knows
praying, the man who always prays when he says something to you. Corey Graves was also known as Sterling James Keenan.
Mate,
And before he had
hit
several
for adrenaline.
concussions, is that he was actually quite a good hand in the ring. And when it came to looking at people to draft,
Oh my god.
I took him.
Oh, I've got my head in my hands right now. There's a few people that I'm sort of looking at right now that I want on my roster, but I'm sort of tagging along because I didn't think PJ Tovey was going to pick him, and that was one that I didn't think he was going to pick this early, to be honest with you. And that has now thrown me. What are we on to now? We're on to
Throwdown.
Throwdown now, are we? Okay. To
To which we then go back to Adrenaline to even it out.
So, just to have a look at the sheet in front of my face right now. Of course, we are going to pick every single person on the game and all the cores as well. So, people like John Cena and Randy Orton are still yet to be picked, and they're probably not going to get picked for quite some time, to be honest with you. And my next pick is going to be quite comical considering those two guys are still left. I am going to go for Haku.
Oh,
I'm going to strengthen my hardcore division as well.
you see, the thing is, Haku was. If anyone doesn't know about wrestling,
Haku is generally the hardest
he
man.
is
ever
the
to enter
hardest man in the business.
the ring.
You do not fuck. There we go. There's my first
Yeah.
swear.
Whee!
First swear of the night. You do not fuck with Haku. Haku will beat you up.
He is
You know?
the Chuck Norris of wrestling.
You do not mess with Haku. He will hurt you.
Yep.
And-
Haku does not, when he does press ups, he doesn't lift himself up, he pushes the earth down.
Yeah. So.
I've used that joke twice now.
So, Mr. Shabby Gamer has had a wise pick.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a very strong pick for our hardcore division.
Yeah.
And I think he was a former WWE hardcore champion, wasn't he?
He would have been.
I think he was, yeah.
Yeah.
I seem to remember having a little bit of a run when he came back in the early 2000s
Yeah.
alongside Rikishi again, I think.
He would have been in the tag team.
Yeah. So that has been. I think we're back now into Adrenaline, aren't we? Because because Mayhem and Octane both picked tag teams.
Yeah.
So Adrenaline Rush.
Adrenaline Rush.
Adrenaline Rush.
Talking about rushes, it's Leo Rush.
Ian Rush, okay.
It's not Ian Rush, it's Leo Rush.
So you're going to Ian Rush.
Anyone for PWG fans out there, you've seen Leo Rush. You know who
Mate,
this
that's
kid
another-
is.
That's another incredible pick for your brand, it really is. I'm not happy with you at all, you know.
Well, pick him then.
I want to pick him, but there's too many bloody people left. Right. What am I on Throwdown now?
Yeah.
So Throwdown's got the hardcore division. So, right, who do I want? See, someone I really want. No, I'm going to take Cactus Jack.
Right?
Because I didn't get him the first time. There's two Cactus Jacks now as well, look. There's Cactus Jack we had before and Cactus Jack 92.
Wow.
I know, yeah.
Take the new one.
And how are we looking? I know we discussed this off camera, but are we considering allowing Mankind to be drafted to a different brand and maybe do love draft to a different brand, or are we just going to class this as
I would
one
say
Foley?
take it as one because...
The one Foley?
Yeah.
And I can rebrand him as Mankind should
As
I
and
wish.
when you could.
Okay, so that puts it there. And we're back on the evens now then, so everyone's on 29.
Well, bar Throwdown, which is on 28 still, unless you've
I've just added Mankind to
misdrafted.
it.
Oh, there we go then.
Yeah, so that should be, let me just double check, that should be 29 as well now. It is, yeah, everyone's 29.
Yeah. So, Mayhem.
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 Mayhem. What do you want for Mayhem?
I would now go for...
So you got the hardcore division of Mayhem, haven't you?
Yeah. So, for the Mayhem next pick, it's New Jack.
I knew you were going for New Jack. You love this New Jack.
I
Though, is incredible.
love New Jack. I love New Jack, not love
Out there, when you see how good this New Jack core is, you understand. Look how good that is. That's better than half the bloody people that are on this game.
Yeah.
So New Jack, that is potentially. Well, I'm pretty sure that that Bam Bam Bigelow's quaking in his boots, the hardcore champion at the current moment.
Yeah, when he comes through with a shopping trolley, you know New Jack means business.
I love the way that New Jack in ECW, his entrance music lasted the entire match.
More than his actual in-ring work.
Oh yeah, and I still remember this video I saw of New Jack on the indie scene where he was getting a lot of hassle from the crowd and he suplexed someone and he just got up and went, "See, I can do wrestling moves, bitch!"
Yeah.
to the crowd. That was just...
If anyone who's
Oh,
never
God.
seen his shooting views, just give yourself an hour Watch New Jack.
Yeah, he has no filter.
None.
No filter.
None.
Right, I'm going for Octane
Yep.
for the New Day. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, Biggie Langston. I'm much more happy with Octane than I am with Throwdown, I must admit. Much more happy, but now of course Octane's gonna have to take a seat back because they've got extra members unless you pick tag teams for yours. But I think that's a strong pick nonetheless.
Yep.
And of course Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are potential cruiserweight champions as well. And of course we've got a strong tag team, so I'm happy with that pick.
Yep.
It's blocked me out for a couple of picks, but I think it was worth it. So yourself for Adrenaline. I think this is the sort of time where the Bushwhackers need to come out of the bag. Bushwhacker Bo Dallas, that's what we want.
The next pick for the Adrenaline roster is Cedric Alexander.
You are really going all out cruiserweights, aren't you? I need to catch up this cruiserweight division, I think, because you've really got some crackers. Adrenaline, right? So we're on to Throwdown next, I believe.
Yep.
So Throwdown does have the hardcore division. I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Brian Pillman. I like Brian Pillman. I don't know why,
Flying Brian.
but I like Brian Pillman. And I feel like there's a potential great feud there between Brian Pillman and Dean Ambrose.
Yep. I like that.
And I think hardcore division as well. I think that'd be a really good little feud, that.
Yeah.
And how on earth Brian Pillman is 57th in line for that championship when there's only like 30 people on the roster so far? I've got no... This game is the most retarded game in the entire world.
Bear with us.
Just bear with 2K.
So, as you know, Mayhem also has a hardcore division.
So we are Mayhem again now? Yeah, we're all on 30 now, aren't we?
Yep.
No, I'm on 32 on Octane.
Well, 32 for Octane, but 30 everywhere
Yeah.
else. So, for the Mayhem roster, we're going to go for Sami Callihan.
Sami Callihan? I don't think we have Sami Callihan, to be honest.
Be more specific with your lists.
I told you to take him off the list because we couldn't find a good one.
Right, we'll take him off the list. So Sami Callihan.
You give him one job to do and he can't get that right.
Bugger off.
So who's your next pick then?
Right, so take out what we've just said once again.
Yeah, you can't have Callahan.
Cannot have.
We originally planned to have Callahan in this draft, but we could not find a decent version of the core, so we had to leave Callahan to one side, unfortunately. If we do find a good version, we will bring him in.
Definitely. So, replacing Mr. Callahan, we reimburse it with Raven.
Quote the Raven nevermore. And he's got a great name of WCW/ECW.
We'll take it.
But you'll take it for Mayhem. Nice. I like that, and I think we also need to knock that one off as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Because we didn't go for that in the end.
Yeah.
So next is not Octane, it's going to be you on Adrenaline again.
So once
Pick
again,
after pick.
on Adrenaline,
Rush.
we're going to go for, this might surprise you,
It's Matt Sydal, isn't it?
it's not Matt Sydal. It is Tatsumi Fujinami.
You're right, that has completely surprised me because I've got no idea what that guy's about. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll find out what he's all about, won't we?
Isn't he a Hall of Famer?
He is, that's why he's in the game, yeah. It was last year's Hall of Fame who was in there.
Yeah.
Is that why they call it the Fujinami Armbar?
Yes, it's his move.
Yeah.
He
But he's
feuded with
got a
Flair.
rivalry with Ric Flair, yeah.
Yeah. Feuded big time with Flair back in the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s, Hall of Famer. Although we never really had a date in the WWE, but hey-oh.
Hey-oh. It's a good little
And again,
segue into
you've got the class of old school, new school, Nakamura, Okada. They can have a feud with Fujinami. Old is new, new is old.
Or they could team up with him.
Yeah.
I've done in the past, I've done Mexico versus Japan sort of style feuds.
Yep.
Always works.
Yep.
Right, so we're on to Throwdown now, as I'm burping while I'm talking because I've drunk too much beer. Throwdown. Yeah, that's what I feel. I think I'm going to take a step sideways from the hardcore division for now. And I'm going to add... Oh, I really don't want to, but I'm going to add Randy Orton to the Throwdown division. It's not someone that I really wanted to pick, but I think it's, again, another strong main eventer who can really help take... I'm a little bit curious, a little bit worried about Throwdown at the moment. And I think that adding more names like Randy Orton might help.
To be fair, when you look at it,
it's still strong, yeah.
Taker, Ambrose, Rusev, perfect. Ziggler, Wyatt, Naito. You're going to be okay.
I think Naito's going to be the one that really adds the... He's a dark horse in there for me, Naito.
And again, you got Punk, Moises, and Samoa Joe. So...
Yeah, I think I might have overdone it a bit now, thinking about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah, and I think I've got Orton down on my list as an upper mid card as well. I don't fancy pushing Orton too hard.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to be a great addition to the roster.
So I've got the overhead pick on Mayhem.
You're back on Mayhem, and that should even us out with Octane then, because
Okay.
Octane's still got one extra because they took the New Day, which is 3 members.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Octane's got 32, and Mayhem, Adrenaline, and Throwdown all have 31 members at this point in time.
Okay.
So Mayhem is in the driving seat.
So for Mayhem, I'm going to pick the suplex machine.
Okay.
It's Taz.
I know. This is actually for the first time in any game I've had with 2K, I've actually found a decent Taz on the community creations. I'm very happy about that. And that is a really good pick for Mayhem, because I don't think he's confined to the hardcore division either.
No.
I think this guy could quite easily push his way up the rankings quite well.
With an overall of 94
yeah,
basic.
he won't have an overall of 94 when we finish with him. We'll put him... We will, once we know who's on what roster, we will level it all out to make sure that it suits what it should be.
Yeah.
And I believe it's you again for Adrenaline.
It is.
Have you marked Taz off?
Well, I'm going to.
Alright, he's done it. He's already gone and marked him off the list. We don't pick
Right,
him again.
so for...
I'm surprised you haven't picked him yet, to be honest.
No, that's for...
Well, I held back because I had that one.
No, because you're going to...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's fine, no.
So, my next pick for Adrenaline is...
Adrenaline Rush.
Drago.
Drago. They call him Drago.
So, Drago, I picked on my Mayhem roster.
From
In the
Il
previous
Mundo.
season, let's follow a trend and let's pick him again.
It's a good pick for Adrenaline. I'm excited about that for Adrenaline, actually. Right, so I'm going to go for, on Throwdown, somebody who I think might annoy Peter me for going for. I am going to go for Sabu.
I had a feeling you was going to go for Sabu.
Because again, Sabu is someone who can span the genres, not just confined to the hardcore division, which he'd be very good at, but potentially even an upper mid-card run.
Yeah.
Why not? So we're now back to evens, aren't we? Everyone's on 32 picks, so back to Mayhem again.
And the next pick that I'm going to go for is going to be a cruiserweight.
Surprise, surprise. Oh, actually, for Mayhem, that is a surprise, actually.
It is for Mayhem. Is Drew Gulak.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I reckon Drew could be slightly involved with the hardcore division. He's come from CZW, hasn't he, really?
Yep.
Long time in CZW, there's no reason why he couldn't get involved in that hardcore division. I thought you had somebody else in mind there for a second, because
we've still got a long way to go.
Because of course that person
Yep.
would be interested in that. I'm not gonna give away any spoilers.
No.
So now on to Octane. Now I've got one in my mind for... Oh, I had one in my mind for Octane, and things are just twisted now in my mind. Because I've seen somebody else's name who I normally wouldn't pick, but it's got me, that one. I'm going to go for Octane for the Ravishing Rick Rude. That's not the man I was going to go for, but when I just spotted him, I just thought, you know what, he would fit our roster quite well. The man who the ladies want to see and the men want to be, is that it?
That's the one.
Yeah, let's see. I'm not completely out of it.
Hey.
I know what I'm doing. So it's you now on Adrenaline. Rush.
It's a going trend.
Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline
So
Rush.
for Adrenaline,
Rush.
it's the first super heavyweight.
Ooh.
Any clues?
It's one of two. I've completely come out of everything now. I'm going to assume it's either the Show of Big or the Giant of Andre.
Vader.
Ooh, okay. Is that for Adrenaline?
Yeah.
Okay, so Vader's going to really stand out a bit, isn't he? Really, he's going to have the
He
strength
is the
advantage.
only super heavyweight in Adrenaline.
He's going to really. I like that actually. It's a real different one that, and it's going to be an interesting sort of balance between everyone else's mobility against his strength, and it really could give us some very interesting matches. Although he could just end up destroying everyone. He could be the Matanza Cueto of Adrenaline, couldn't he?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I can see. Vader versus Matanza. That's a match.
Oh, that is a match actually.
That's a match right there.
Let's get Cop involved. Right, so we're on to Throwdown, are we then?
Mm-hmm.
So Throwdown again. I'm gonna go for. Oh, I'm gonna change my mind. I keep doing this. I should never change my mind. I had someone I wanted to go for, and I've ended up changing my mind once again. I'm gonna go for the Devil's Favorite Demon. I'm gonna go for Kane. Someone I'm gonna use. Do I go for Old Fashioned Kane or New Kane?
Old Fashioned Kane.
I do like Old Fashioned Kane. I think I'm gonna go for Old Fashioned Kane. Have I got Taker on for an... Oh, yes. Brothers of Destruction are back together, my friends.
They are.
Granted, it's old-fashioned Kane, but Brothers of Destruction are back together.
Yep.
Now, that is a tag team that's going to dominate the division.
Wee.
I need to write this shit down as well. Bros of Dest.
There you go.
And I'm sure there was another one I was supposed to write down as well. I've forgotten it already.
You'll think of it later.
Yeah. Right, your one. What do you want? Who are we? Where are we? We're Mayhem again, aren't we? Yeah.
Yep.
I got completely lost there for a second. Who are you?
So, the pick for Mayhem.
The May of all the Hems. Hardcore division?
No.
Ooh.
We're going to go for number 34. Lex Luger.
Well, I'm glad you picked him because I've got no idea what to do with him. I am a real Albanian.
Yeah, Lex Luger. Let's not wait till he gets to the bottom of the pile. Let's get him out of the way now.
Yeah, I honestly had a thought he was going to be one of the ones. But then again, I've done the same thing to you. I picked people that you would have expected to be towards the end, wouldn't you, really?
Yeah.
So I thought of him. Where is he? He's on there, is he?
Yeah, 34.
Where's Gable and Angle and that? They're on Adrenaline, aren't they?
Yeah, they are there.
Okay, then. So you're not thinking of a Luger joining American
No,
Alpha situation?
no.
Okay, that's a shame, isn't it? Into Octane then. And I think I want to strengthen my cruiserweight division. Did I take... No, I didn't, did I? Where is... Vaudevillains are a Throwdown, aren't they?
Yeah, they're already in there. Octane.
They're an Octane, are they?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I will. I'm going to take Jack Gallagher.
Okay.
A bit of a hint there to what I've got in mind by the fact that I asked that question, but there you go. Jack Gallagher is going to be joining the Octane roster. Roster? I don't know what happened there. That one's dead as well. We didn't go for that in the end, did we?
Did we not download it?
No, we didn't go for that in the end, no.
Okay.
Just why you didn't pick it, because you've already picked two people that weren't in the game.
That's it. Adrenaline.
Rush.
Adrenaline. So where are we at? So we are looking for someone who's going to contribute to the roster.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully, yeah, that's the point of the game.
Hopefully. And that leaves a space for Yoshihiro Tajiri.
Oh, okay. Tajiri's an interesting one because he could have really gone any way.
Yeah.
And he's going to go to Adrenaline. Oh, I've pressed every button now. Now on to Throwdown. And on Throwdown, I am going to be taking the outsiders, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they've taken so long to be picked, to be honest with you, because not only are they a tag team, they're two very strong names that can go on and push for other championships as well. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. And I don't know why, but I feel like Scott Hall could be potentially involved in the hardcore division.
Really?
I don't know why. He has that sort of, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you and shoot you.
Yeah.
Sort of vibe.
Okay.
That happened then. Or did he stab him? I can't remember now.
What?
Did he shoot him or stab him?
Who?
Scott Hall when he was a bouncer.
Shot him.
He shot him. Yeah.
Yeah. Killed him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a way to win the hardcore championship, I suppose.
Yeah,
it's not the best way, but
just killed a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So that leads us back to.
That means I picked 2, so it means that you've got so Mayhem, Octane, Adrenaline then. And
Okay.
then Throwdown skips a go.
So for
Throwdown skips a beat.
So for Mayhem.
The best thing is we're not going to get any copyright claims because I'm nowhere near in tune with any of these songs I'm singing.
Absolutely none. So number 35 for Mayhem is the sixth time.
You said the.
6th time.
Are you going Booker T?
I'm going to go for the Booker.
6th time or it was 5 time?
Well, 5-time WCW, 6th time if you include his run with
In Cloudy.
in Cloudy, if you include his King Booker
You know
title
what?
run.
I'm so glad that you can't talk either because I don't want to be the only one.
No.
So Booker T is remaining on the old Mayhem.
Yeah.
Interesting.
After an interesting run with Triple H.
Did I do that right? Yeah, I did do that right, yeah. So Octane, then Adrenaline. So it's me, isn't it? No, it's me. It's me.
It's you.
Right. Now, I don't know what love is. Who's that? It was a foreigner, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that song. I'm gonna go. Do I go for that and then do this instead? But then I could go for that instead. I'm gonna go for. So you've got him, haven't you? So you could. I'm gonna go for Hovey.
Mm-hmm. What, for Octane?
Yeah. The thing is, whenever I pick a pick, I tend to look at who I want. I look down and go, I could have him, him, or him, and then instead I go like 4 or 5 names down. I just pick someone random.
Yeah.
That seems to be how I'm picking my names at the moment. But it's a really good core, so I really want to have him on there. And it's just going back to what really began the Cruiserweight division in America, really.
Yep.
That WCW division.
Yep.
So that leaves it with you on...
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline Rush.
Adrenaline.
Rush.
So, I mean, when we look at the Adrenaline roster, someone that's standing out like a sore thumb so far that I've put. Because I wanted to go for a certain bruiser, I then went for Snake Man.
I did screw you, didn't I?
And the Snake Man is looking out of sorts, like really like a sore thumb, really looking out of place.
Are you thinking some sort of animal tag team here?
No, well, it's one of them 'cause it's such a tricky position. Because
I've had them before.
Who the hell do I put with Jake?
Especially with one leg, all the positions are tricky.
We'll say no more on that matter. So the next man that I'm picking
Probably for the best.
next man we're picking for Adrenaline. Wow.
He's struggling now.
So tough.
He's struggling now. The names are really starting to come down.
It is so tough.
I still think that's a strong one.
I know.
That is a strong one.
I know.
With the people you've already got as well.
I know. I'm going to go for Phoenix.
Ooh, Phoenix. That's a good one. Have you got... No, Pentagon's on Mayhem, isn't he?
Yeah. We're going to split them up for the first time.
Because, of course, if you don't know out there, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix are actually brothers.
Okay.
And they're also PWG Tag Team Champions together.
Yes.
But we have not stuck them together because they're both pretty good singles wrestlers,
Well,
really.
originally that... well, I think you had Pentagon originally for your Throwdown at the time.
Yeah.
So we're still keeping them separate.
So we're on 35 each now, so you're back on Mayhem.
Yep.
So you again. Bloody hell, you get
Me
all the
again.
picks. All the bloody picks. So sticking with your Hardcore Division Mayhem then. Or your Hardcore Show Mayhem.
We're going to go for the Hardcore Original.
Terry Funk.
The legend, it is Terry Funk.
It's Terry Funk.
Yeah.
The Funker. It looks a bit dodgy because I've deleted half his logos. And there we go. Mayhem, Terry Funk. That's good, I like that. I do like that. It's just me for Octane next, then, is it? I don't know what to do. I think there's no strong tag teams left, is there, really? Nothing that you'd really want. I'm going to go for a tag team, though, for Octane. Just because I can't bother to pick another pick afterwards, so I'm going to skip one. I'm going to go for Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy. Enzo Amore would qualify as a cruiserweight, and Big Cass, if of course if Vince gets his way and has his wet dream, then Big Cass could potentially go for an upper mid card belt.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm talking to you rather than actually doing it, aren't I? Big Cass is moving to the old Octane, as is my name is Enzo Amore, and I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can teach that. And this right here is Picking Adrenaline next.
I'm picking Adrenaline.
That was a segue and a half, that was.
I like that. I like that.
And you can teach that. Bada boom. Richest
Can't
guys in
teach
the room.
that. We are literally slim pickings
Only
now.
guys in the room.
We're coming to the bottom of the barrel, people.
You've come in the bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the barrel.
That wine's going to taste disgusting if you come in the bottom of the barrel.
Dirty wine. Dirty wine. So, the next pick for Adrenaline.
You seen the time?
I know. So the next pick is Joey Ryan.
Ooh. I like that. I like that. That balances your roster quite nicely. Joe Ryan for... That's Adrenaline, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go for... On Throwdown. I'm not even look at the piece of paper for Throwdown. I'm going to go for... Mr. Fatu himself, Rikishi.
Remember last time we done a roster and you stated that Mayhem was going very retro. I think you are definitely going retro.
Yeah, I seem to have gone that way now, don't I?
With Throwdown.
The thing is, I think I lost all of the indie stars before, and I've ended up with retro now because there's not much left, is there?
No.
But I've got plans.
You've got plans, so the Mayhem roster's next on the pick.
Yep.
So, next pick for Mayhem is Jerry Lynn.
That was close. That was close. I was close to getting that bad boy, I tell you.
Mr. JL.
I was close to getting that bad boy. So the Lynn Meister's in. And that's Adrenaline straight after, isn't it?
It is.
Because obviously I picked 2 members last time on the Octane. I picked the tag team.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of tag teams left.
There's still a hell of a lot of tag teams
and a couple
left.
of stables.
Yep.
One or both I don't think you're really interested in, are you, really?
Not really. The next pick for Adrenaline is the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, I managed to talk you into that. I was very subtle, but I got you with that bad boy. Mr. Duvon Dudley. Are we got Mayhem, aren't we? Yeah.
That's for Adrenaline.
Adrenaline, okay. I was paying attention, honestly.
Of course you are.
I was completely paying attention. I wasn't thinking of the page videos, honestly. I was paying attention completely.
Yeah.
Bobba. I got shrimp.
You got shrimp, Bubba. Good.
Barbecue shrimp.
So that means you're on a
Curry
Throwdown
shrimp.
shrimp.
Shrimp. Right, Throwdown. Yeah, I've just got to go for it. You've probably seen it loads of times before because it's right at the top of the list. I'm going to go for Abdullah the Butcher. Just to really push my hardcore division to the next level. Abdullah the Butcher, Bruiser Brody. I'm super excited about that, actually.
Nice and well, bloody.
And I think Butcher and Bruiser Brody, like you were saying earlier on, Brody, they're really from left field. I don't think people would have expected to see them in any universe mode.
No. But it needed to be done because they are hardcore matriarchs. They are the original hardcore. Before ECW was extreme.
That's it. If you're going to have a hardcore division, you've got to have the most hardcore
the originals,
wrestlers.
Yeah. So for Mayhem, is it my pick?
Yeah, it's Mayhem next, yeah?
Yeah, it's Sting.
Yeah, he's been on the list for quite some time now. Sting-wise, what do you want? There's like 4 different Stings now.
It's 4?
Yeah, you have got... So you've got 5 Stings. You've got New Sting, Retro Sting, Wolfpack Sting, or Normal Sting. Now, if you're interested in going a little bit outside the box, you could go for a Retro Sting and maybe a Warrior.
Current day Sting.
You gotta go current day Sting?
Because last time
You're not gonna go for Blade Runners?
Yeah, I believe last time I picked 99 Sting.
You did pick 99 Sting, yeah.
So now I'm going to go for current day.
I half like that Sting, half hate that Sting.
The Wolfpack where he sold out and spoke on the mic.
He just looks weird.
Yeah.
So you're going to go current day Sting for Mayhem, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that suits your Mayhem brand, doesn't it, really, quite nicely. We're back on Octane, we are. We're back on Octane now. We skipped a go, but we're back. And we are going to go for... Double pick me, is it? Okay, nice. So for Octane, we're going to go for Alberto Del Rio. Bit of an outside one there again, but we're getting to that point in the roster now where we're clutching at straws, to be honest. And then straight into Throwdown as well, where I'm going to pick the Baron Corbin. Yeah, I changed that halfway through. It was going to be The Miz, and it turned to Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. I like Baron Corbin. One of the most improved wrestlers of the last 12 months, in my opinion. So, Pudge Tovey, what's your next pick for Mayhem?
Next pick for Mayhem is the
Look
Ultimate
Look
Warrior.
at Cena sat there on his own.
Ultimate Warrior.
Cena just sat there like some sort of weirdo. Is there still an option of the Blade Runners, maybe?
Well, we'll see how we go.
We're on to Octane next, aren't we?
We are going to Octane, yeah?
So Octane, I am going to go for... You know what? I've just thought about what Octane is going to be, and I'm going to go for Noam Dar.
And who's going to have him?
Because I've just remembered what I'm going to have on Octane. And we are going to have the European Championship, so having someone on Noam Dar, being European is probably going to help us out quite a bit.
Yeah.
Then again, the European Champion is not going to be explicitly for Europeans, just like the United States Champion is not just for United States people, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I think that's good. I'm still a bit annoyed that I lost Moustache Mountain earlier, to be honest with you, but there you go.
So my pick for Adrenaline is Apollo Crews.
Rush. Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush, Adrenaline Rush. Apollo Crews. Joining Adrenaline, I like that. Apollo's been a bit unfortunate, really, because what he has in in-ring ability, he completely lacks in charisma.
Yep.
Which is a problem for him.
Yep.
I did mention earlier on, we are going to pick all the women separately. That's the reason why no one's picked any yet. I know it's a bit late in the video to say that, like, but, you know, but there you go. You probably would have guessed that by now. So we are on to Throwdown now, I believe. Throwdown. What do you have for me, Throwdown? What can you give to me, Throwdown? What do you have that I need? I want something. I'm going to take Psycho Sid.
Okay.
I'm really going... I don't know why. I'm really just going retro. I just like Psycho Sid. I don't know why, again. Psycho Sid. Spelt completely wrong for the word psycho, but there you go.
It's the American spelling.
You mean the wrong spelling?
Yeah.
That boat across from the UK just completely bugged up their spelling, basically.
Proper.
I apologise if you're American. Not because I've said something wrong, just because you're American.
Whee. Whee.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say
So, it's my pick for Mayhem.
that. Yeah. It's your pick for me.
Are you ready?
Yeah. So I'm just laughing at my own jokes. Someone's got it because you're not fucking doing it, are you?
So, for number 40.
You just have a poo there for a second.
So, for anybody who is a Mark out there who is still with us.
Is there anybody out there called Mark? That's what we want to know.
For number 40, da, 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 John Cena.
Okay, he's gone for it. He's gone for it. Number 40, which means that what's 4 times 39? 166 people have been picked. How the fuck did I just do 4 times 39 that quick?
Not a clue, mate.
With like 8 cans of red stripe. 136 people have already been picked before John Cena.
There you go.
Mate, I've obviously realised that drinking beer. Just double check that is right in the comment section below. I have actually added that up right because if I have done, then obviously drinking beer is the way to pass a maths test. If you've got a maths exam coming up this year, then have a few beers the night before.
Yeah.
Or during the exam, we'll do it as well.
There you go. So John Cena's number 40 for me for Mayhem.
So that is everybody off our main event list now, isn't it? And there's only one man left on our upper mid-card list. But we are on Octane, so I am going to go for PJ Black.
PJ Black?
But thinking about it, I probably should have gone for somebody else again. But there you go. PJ Black. Because he does look pretty good. I know PJ Tovey's not really got... Even though they share the initials, they've not really got much interest in him either.
The Darewolf.
The Darewolf. He's more than what he was when he was in WWE.
Yeah.
A lot of people are, aren't they? But there you go. So you in Adrenaline now?
Matt Sydal.
Okay, that's good.
So we're going to split up the Reborn faction.
Yeah. I forgot about that, to be honest with you. Matt Sydal, which means that I am left with now on Throwdown. Yeah, I'm going to go for The Miz.
The Miz is going to Throwdown.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a tricky one, but I think as a heel, I've really come to appreciate The Miz a lot more over the last year or so. As I think a lot of people have.
Yeah.
So that's The Miz in. Right. Next to Mayhem.
It's the Sandman.
Oh, the Sandman. The freaking Sandman. The freaking Sandman's a Mayhem. Do 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 do. That was my.
That's your best Metallica.
Yeah. Sleep with one eye open, hugging your pillow tight. I'm gonna get Mandrews.
Mandrews Octane.
Yeah, he's English. Well, he's not English. He's Welsh, but
he's Welsh. He's British.
Enter light. Enter night. So I'm still going to Enter Sandman now.
Yeah, so we're going on Adrenaline now.
Take my hand.
So my pick for Adrenaline.
We're after never laying.
It's Vampiro.
Oh, no way. You don't even like Vampiro.
I do like Vampiro.
I wanted Vampiro. That's just evil. Do you know I wanted him? Right then. I'm going to take someone you really want. For Throwdown, I'm taking Ty Dillinger.
10, 10, 10.
Done. Ty Dillinger is number 41. Have I got it right?
Yeah.
Tell you what, we're doing well here. We're coinciding with numbers.
For once.
After a considerable amount of alcohol each.
Yep. You got to catch up.
I've only got this one left.
So.
You can drink the shit out of the fridge that I've been leaving there. Mayhem. How is Ty Dillinger number 80 in the rankings when we've only picked 41 people?
There we go.
How does it even bloody work? This game doesn't bloody work, let's face it.
So the next pick for me is, for Mayhem, Colt Cabana.
Okay. So Colt Cabana and CM Punk have been split up as well, which might be better for Colt, to be honest with you. He has a chance to go on his own and show what he can do. Of course, already on Mayhem, so he's not really changed too much for him.
No.
He's still got his schedule he can keep to. On to Octane. All the cruiserweights are gone now. Unless I go for a cruiserweight tag team. I'm going to go... You're going to laugh your tits off me for this one. I'm going to go for Octane for Breeze. Fandango and Tyler Breeze. Yeah, I know. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. We spoke about this on the underutilized video. And I forgot his name now. Tyler Breeze, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna go for that as a tag team. It might be a jobber tag team for me, but at the same time, I think it's a useful tag team. I think Tyler Breeze can quite easily go for the Cruiserweight Championship as well. I think I want to give him that chance. I want him to show what he can do.
Okay.
Stop giving me that look.
No, I'm just looking through what we've got left to pick from.
Keep giving me that look.
So we're looking for the Adrenaline roster.
Adrenaline.
And for me, for the Adrenaline, it's Jimmy and Jay Uso.
Oh, I forgot about the Usos. I picked Rikishi and forgot about the bloody Usos. That was supposed to be my next pick. Oh, I really tossed that up. I picked Rikishi and I completely... My next pick was supposed to be the Usos and I completely bloody forgot about them.
No, you wanted Fandango and Tyler Breeze more than the Usos.
No, because Rikishi's on Throwdown. Rikishi's on Throwdown. I've really bugged that up. The thing is, I hate the Usos because I have no idea which one's which.
I think one of them's got a cock eye. So that's how
He's got a cock in his eye.
So no.
Well, the way I can tell is that one's got face paint on the right of his face, one's got face paint on the left. But I need to figure out which one's which.
Jimmy's married to.
Bugger that up.
Yeah, Jimmy's married to Naomi, and Jay is not married to Naomi.
I have really tossed that up something proper, and that is a shocker. That really is a shocker. Right. On now to Throwdown. Throwdown. What art thou, Throwdown? Bloody hell, I've had that much to drink. I'm busting into fucking William Shakespeare now. I am gonna go for on Throwdown. I'm gonna go for the Surf Dudes with Attitude. Yep, I'm going for it.
The Ascension.
See? Southpaw man over there doesn't even remember the Surf Dudes with Attitude are. Yep.
Connor and Victor.
Right. Log that in as well. And then we...
So, Mayhem has the next pick.
Yep.
And we're going to go for the New Age Outlaws.
Ooh.
Billy Gunn and the Road Dogg.
The Road Dogg Diffident. No, I put a stutter on. A lisp. You got Shawn Michaels on Mayhem as well?
Yeah.
Some loose DX maybe?
Very loose DX because you have Triple H, so there is no DX. They will be a separate entity.
I think that's a good thing. I think it's a bit too much, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
So this leads me now on to Octane.
Yeah.
The Cruiserweight show, but there's no Cruiserweights left, really, on the list to pick. So I am going to have to go for... I don't know who I'm going to go for, to be honest with you, looking at it all. There's only one tag team that I can see that really has the cruiserweight aspect to it, and I don't really want them, to be honest with you. But it might be useful to have the jobber tag team, maybe. Then again, we don't have to necessarily go down the cruiserweight division way, do we? Really? Oh, it's getting tricky now. I am actually going to go for somebody else. I'm going to completely change my mind once again, like I always do. I am going to go for Curtis Axel. Yep, I did it. I picked Curtis Axel ahead of the Freebirds. You know.
As you do.
It is what it is, isn't it, I suppose?
As you do.
Yeah. So your next pick... For Adrenaline, are we? Yeah,
for Adrenaline.
You still haven't picked him.
I know.
I was convinced you were going to pick him.
My next pick for Adrenaline is Blake and Murphy.
That was a cheeky one. I thought you weren't going to pick that, to be honest. Does that mean you're going to try and pick a certain lady as well? My favourite lady.
Your favourite 5 foot of Fury.
I'll fight you for her. And Blake and Murphy, of course, are not a current tag team, but what the hell are you going to do with them when they're not a tag team?
Exactly. Get lost.
There's nothing else with them. They're failing in life, apart from obviously one of them ploughing Alexa Bliss.
So, Throwdown.
Throwdown, okay. Sorry, I got distracted with images of Alexa Bliss there for a second. I am going to go for on Throwdown... God, there's bugger all left, is there really? I'm going to go for The Big Show.
The Big Slow.
Well, it's the big slow. Now I've got two picks. I've got three choices. I can go for Big Show current day. I can go for Big Show 2000 or Big Show 99. I feel like I want to go for 2000 Big Show. Because I don't want to have the useless Big Show we got now. I'll go for 2000 Big Show on the old Throwdown. Alright, so you next, is it? And Mayhem?
So for Mayhem, I am going to draft.
Decisions are getting very hard now.
Very hard.
It's not a case of who you really want now, it's a case of who you really don't want.
Yeah, the next pick for Mayhem is Prince Albert,
Oh, isn't it
the
Albert?
A-Train, Matt Bloom.
I want to see Albert, we've not used him yet. I've not used him at all in this game.
Giant Bernard.
Lord Tensai. Don't forget Lord Tensai. Lord Tensai is coming. And he's going to leave pretty soon after because no one likes him.
And because they keep on saying who they really is. So,
Well, it's obvious who it is really, isn't it really?
Octane for you, buddy.
Octane. Octane is all about fast pace. It's all about quick movement. It's all about excitement.
Yeah.
And it's all about the team that I really don't want. It's all about the hype bros.
Wow.
I know. Just don't say it because I'm not happy myself as it is. Don't make this worse. Don't make this worse for me.
Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley.
Yeah, good old Mojo, the man who won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and has done bugger all since and never will do. Because he's useless, in all fairness. Right, next. Is it Throwdown next? Because you don't get a pick, do you, for Adrenaline? So Throwdown. What do we have left on Throwdown? So last time, I picked Big Show last time, didn't I?
Yeah.
Andre the Giant.
Two giants on one stage.
The Giants are back together. A tag team I used a couple of years ago with Bobby Heenan as a manager. The Giants. I feel like that could be a very good way forward for us again here on Throwdown. Next is the Tovey.
Me. So I've got a double pick. So the first pick I'm going to pick is Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes?
Dusty Rhodes. Now, we can't help putting a speech impediment in front of Dusty, but it's Dusty Rhodes. So
it's done in a loving way.
Yeah, he is not leaving Mayhem. You know, he is number 46 on the pick. However,
he's 38th in line for a championship match, though.
Exactly.
And only 5th in line for a TV championship match, apparently.
So, to coincide with the Adrenaline, it is a man that has been pointed out to me since I picked the other people. It's Jack Swagger.
That's a good idea. Where'd you get that idea from?
There we go. Magic.
It's amazing the fact that you've just picked two people in a row that have got quite a distinct lisp.
Yeah, two speech impediments in a row.
You've gone from Dusty Rhodes for Jack Swagger.
There we go.
Swagger.
So Throwdown is next.
I should have picked Swagger earlier, to be honest with you. Throwdown is next. I really hate that, man. I'm going to go for... What are we looking like tag team wise? Is there anyone... I'm going to go for... Yeah, it's tricky. It really is tricky at the moment, isn't it? I'm going to go for Papa Shango to bolster my hardcore division. Don't laugh. You're just jealous that you didn't get the Shangmeister. What's wrong with Papa Shango?
Everything's wrong with Papa Shango. Right, okay. And so my next pick for Mayhem is Tatanka.
So you're laughing about Papa Shango, then you've got Tatanka. Oh, what does the future hold for Mr. Tatanka?
Jobber.
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 Right, so next is Octane.
I'm going to go for the Hindered Ginders.
The Jinders, so Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, I don't know what the stable name is. So I've just called them the Hinder Jinders at the moment. It's Jinder Mahal, and of course Sunil and Samir Singh is what they're now called. They're no longer called Herb and Gurv. Herb and Gurv.
Samir and Sunil.
Yeah. Wasn't Herb and Gurv the sort of thing that the Muppets used to say when they pretend to be Swedish?
Yeah.
Herb and Gurv. There's Samir.
So, with him leaving an open space on...
It's gonna hit me, this one, because I don't get another pick now for quite some time because
for
the amount of people.
Octane, no.
It's a big pick, but I think I quite like it. As I mentioned in one of my videos beforehand, I think that Jinder Mahal has a chance to be a very, very good heel, a heel potential champion, and I think Herb Gurv or Samir and Sunil have a great chance of being a pretty strong heel tag team as well. So
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to explore that line and try and find out what the stable is going to be called, because the Hinder Jinders is just not really
No.
no.
So we are literally scraping the barrel now as far as the men's roster is concerned. So we're going to finish it off
Herb and Gurv.
as best as we can. So for the Adrenaline roster,
Adrenaline Rush.
we're going to go for the Von Erichs,
Okay,
Kerry and Kevin.
I was looking at that a minute ago, to be honest, but I weren't sure what they're about.
So Kerry was known as the Texas Tornado.
Okay, not the human tornado. 'Cause he's
No,
different.
no, the Texas Tornado. And then Kevin is the only surviving Von Erich. He wrestled in barefoot.
He wrestled in bare feet.
Yes, he did.
The actual feet of bears.
So the old school Matt Riddle.
Oh. Have you got Matt Riddle on that brand as well, yeah?
I believe so.
I think we could have a loser has to wear boots match.
Ooh,
Yep, there you go. That's a random.
there we
That
go.
is really random.
Very random. So Adrenaline is next.
Throwdown is next.
Throwdown is next.
Try and rip me off of your dodgy 2 picks. God, what the hell to do? What's a man to do when there's no picks left for him, really? I am going to bolster my hardcore division once more by picking Mr. Sheepface himself, Eric Rowan. No longer part of the Wyatt family stable, now a solo man. And it'd be interesting to see what happens when he does run into the likes of Luke Harper and, of course, Bruiser Brody.
Yeah.
Which I'm so glad I got Bruiser Brody. Yep, you can V-sign me all you like, but you dropped a bollock there.
I did. You gave me a bluff.
Yeah.
So the next pick for Mayhem.
Don't forget that up there as well.
Yeah. So the next pick for Mayhem is
You look at the people that are left, you can really see who we don't like, don't you?
Mark Henry,
Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow.
the only WWE competitor who signed a 15-year contract when he signed.
Yep. That is pretty insane.
Yep.
Insane in the membrane, I think you'll say.
Yep.
And does that lead us straight into Throwdown?
Throwdown, yeah.
Wow, Throwdown. I refuse to pick that person, so I'm going to pick the Big Boss Man. And
Ray
again,
Trailer,
Now
Big
I get
Bubba.
2 choices now because there's 2 different versions. There's Bossman Black Attire or Bossman.
Classic attire.
Yeah.
What'd you want?
I think I'm going to go for classic because I
go
don't like the
for-
sunglasses.
Yeah, go for the old school.
And I'm pretty sure this is the version that comes in the old Hasbro figures.
Yes.
So I'm going to go Hasbro.
Yep.
That gives us all 48 on the roster apart from Octane has 49. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Yep. So, back to Mayhem.
This is going to
He's not going to be the last pick because I think
That's it. There's 2
if
people.
anybody
There's
knows,
2 singles names left.
yeah,
One of them should be fired,
yeah,
and the other one should be fired.
yeah. So for Mayhem, we're going to go for John Bradshaw Layfield.
Always gone for him. I didn't think you were going to go for that, you know. I thought
Yeah.
you were going to go the other way. Jabal
John Bradshaw Layfield.
Good old Jubble.
Yeah, so for Adrenaline, so we're going straight over.
See, the thing is, I always... This is your pick anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was about to pick mine then.
Yeah.
But I've always assumed, right, that Bo Dallas would be classed as a cruiserweight. However, the guy's 6'2". So he's not a cruiserweight. But
so, for Adrenaline, we're going to pick Slater and Rhino.
Slater and Rhino. Interesting. Heath Slater, potential cruiserweight?
You got to do something with him.
I think so. I think he's light enough. Rhino's not, obviously, but...
No.
I think Rhino's got some chance. Oh, that's a terrible Rhino, isn't it?
Didn't we look at a different Rhino?
We did. We haven't downloaded. We will download it before we start the new universe,
Yeah.
though. What are we looking at now? It's on to Throwdown, is it? And I've got... I don't really want him, let's be honest. Where I think I will. Where's Bray? Where's Bray? Is Bray on
I
Throwdown?
believe you picked him.
I know I picked him. Is he on Throwdown? Or is he on Octane? I think he's on Throwdown, isn't he? Yeah, he's definitely on. I'm taking Bo.
He's going to take
I'm taking Bo Dallas.
The last singles male is Bo Dallas.
The last singles man is taken, and Bo Dallas is that man.
What a shame.
The man, the myth, the disappointment.
Former NXT champion.
That's it. The man, the myth, the disappointment that is Bo Dallas. As all singles names are gone. Apart,
Singles have gone.
All singles names. We've still got a draft of the women after this, though. Woman. So now we have left. It's interesting. Now what we got? We got one stable and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tag teams. 7 tag teams. Sorry. So 1 stable and 7 tag teams. So the way this is going to go then is that. So we're all going to get 7. Yeah, so we're going to get 2 each then, basically.
So for the next tag team, I'm going to swerve you off with a stable. There's one person missing.
Okay.
So, from the Freebirds, Bam Bam Terry Gordy is not there.
Got Bam Bam Bigelow, that help.
No. So, Bam Bam Terry Gordy was there before Jimmy Garvin.
This Mayhem, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, originally it should be Michael Pierce Hayes, Bam Bam Terry Gordy, and Buddy Roberts. Jimmy Garvin was the WCW reincarnation.
Doesn't Jimmy Garvin look like an 80s porn star?
Yeah, but is what it is.
They all look a bit dodgy, don't they, really?
Yeah.
So Mayhem is now... That's going to be tricky for Mayhem because that's going to completely bring us out of the screen. What are we looking at number-wise now? Mayhem is now on 52.
Yep.
Which means Octane has 3 on it. Throwdown has 3 on it. And Adrenaline has 2. So if I play this right, then it means I can get 2 tag team picks before Mayhem gets another choice. So for Octane... Oh my god, there's no choice left, is there? Octane, I am going to go for the Dream Team. I'm going to go for Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine. Interesting pick. I say so myself. But oh, look at that nice pink attire to match the white and pink attire to match the actual arena. Oh no, it's not. It's not Frodo anymore, is it?
It's Octane.
Octane's purple and white. It's not too bad, is it?
Yeah.
And Greg the Hammer Valentine. Look at him there. Look at him there, being all Valentine-y. And then next is into Throwdown, where I'm going to pick the primetime players because it's the only tag team left that have any real use. So that's what we're going to go for. So Darren Young and the Real Deal type. So Neil, you've taken Apollo Crews, haven't you?
Yeah.
So there's no chance of getting a trios going. There we go. So next, I believe it's going to be Adrenaline.
You've not left me with much.
No, you're literally... Mayhem's going to get the last pick out of this.
The next pick for me is the Enforcers.
Ooh.
The Dangerous Alliance team of Arn Anderson and Larry Zbyszko.
That is to Adrenaline.
Yep.
Arn Anderson and Lazar. There he is. Okay, and now it's me double pick, isn't it?
For Octane and Adrenaline.
Octane and Adrenaline. So Octane, I'm going to go for... It's really difficult now, isn't it? Octane, I'm going to go for... Golden Truth.
Gold Dust and Ron the Truth Killings.
Yeah, I just feel like they're a bit more spicy than some of the others. That's a really confusing sentence, isn't it? Really, but you know what I mean.
And then
so
you've got Throwdown,
Dust, and Retruth. And then on Throwdown, I want to go for... So I know I want to go for, but I don't know if it's a bit too... Well, it's obvious I'm going to go for, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
But then, is it obvious? I'll go Natural Disasters. Why not?
Hey, there we go.
I'll go Natural Disasters. You can take the good team.
You being sarcastic?
I am being incredibly sarcastic, yes. I know what, I can't believe we're coming towards the end of this now. It's literally, my entire life has been this draft.
Yeah.
So there's 2 tag teams left. One is going to end up on...
Both of my shows.
One's ending up on Adrenaline, one's on Mayhem, yep. Which has worked out well for me, because the way I played this, it means that I'm going to get the first 2 women's picks.
Fuck's sake!
Yep.
Second swear word.
I'm going to get the first...
Fuck you! Third one.
I've not done that on purpose, this worked out really well. It's your own fault.
To be fair, I had a head start on Adrenaline.
Yeah, if you didn't pick the Freebirds, you wouldn't have ended up in this situation.
So, Diego and Fernando, Epico and Primo will be on Mayhem.
Well, that's not bad. I know you don't want them to be there, but it means you've got a team that will quite happily job to other teams.
Okay, and then somehow, Adrenaline somehow ends up with the Bushwhackers. So, Adrenaline, the strongest roster in the game, has got the Bushwhackers. Now, I can't
believe the Bushwhackers were literally the last people picked. Even Bo Dallas got picked before the Bushwhackers.
Yeah. Butch and Luke, the Sheep Herders.
There we go, and I think that's worked out really well. The way that we've done it, where the lowest roster picks the next person, means that the numbers have worked out really, really well for us. Everyone's quite even.
Except from Octane and Throwdown.
Yeah, Octane and Throwdown are 1 man down, but 54 or 53 for each roster is pretty good. Now Throwdown already has a woman, so of course we're on to the women's ones now, which PJW has just thrown the women's roster completely across the room because he's clever like that. Right, so we're on to the women's roster now, and Throwdown already has Becky Lynch, so we know we've already got the champion. So Octane is Blake.
Now you see, this is where it gets complicated because...
Well, I know who I want, but part of me wants to not... Part of me wants to have what you want to go ahead. But I don't think it makes much difference. I'm going to go for on Octane... This is really throwing me now. I'm going to go for Octane Lita.
Ooh.
I just think she suits the roster quite nicely. There's somebody I really, really, really want.
You really, really want what I really, really want?
Yeah. And on Throwdown... Throwdown is going to be the home of AJ Lee. So AJ Lee is going to be there with Becky Lynch. So next is going to be Mayhem.
Finally.
Finally. PJ Tovey has come back to pick his women.
Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks to Mayhem. Good. I don't mean good as in I'm happy about it, but you know. It's a good pick, I mean. And then is it me Octane again?
Yeah.
I'm going to go for Octane along the lines of Sexy Star. We're continuing on with the high-flying aspect of Octane with the women's division as well. Up top in green. So it's you next for Adrenaline, the brand where Blake and Murphy is.
So, I'm going to go for someone who has had it tough and she knows how to get out of a deep hole, and that's Paige.
You are a deep hole, you really are.
There we go. So Paige is going to Adrenaline.
Oh god, I can't believe you went there.
I did. The first sexual reference we've had, and that's number 55 on the draft.
Yep, she's really got an adrenaline rush going, she has.
There it is. There it is.
My next pick, who's this for?
Throwdown.
Throwdown. So we've already got AJ Lee. We've already got, of course, Becky Lynch. I'm going to add to that. Oh, I really want that one.
I want that one.
I want that one. I'm going to go for the new Kimberly, actually. I'm going to go for the new Kimberly we just downloaded, because that looks pretty cool. Kimberly Frankel, which I believe is a new name. We'll find out when we do the Women's Championship tournament, because she'll definitely be involved in that. I'm on Throwdown, aren't I? Yeah. In green, yeah.
So, pick for Mayhem. It's not a shocker, because I did it before. Is Ivelisse Velez.
That's the one I was about to pick, and I changed to Kimberly for some reason. I wanted to pick Ivelisse, but I just didn't feel like she suited the Throwdown roster for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know why. Well, Octane's quite easy for me. I'm going to go Taya Valkyrie. That's the one that I think is quite easy. The Octane women's division, I'm quickly becoming in love with. Adrenaline now, isn't it?
Yep. So the next pick for Adrenaline is Luke's favourite woman. It's Alexa Bliss.
Joining Blake and Murphy. It's the best way for them to travel together, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It'd be evil to put them on separate rosters. We're not WWE. We don't split up people.
No. We don't split up a marriage between Dean Ambrose and Renee Young.
So we're not that evil.
Nah.
We're quite evil, but you know.
So for Throwdown, Luke, Shabby Gamer.
Throwdown. I am going to go for Throwdown for... I'm going to go for a bit of Charlotte.
Charlotte for Throwdown.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a nice strong addition to Throwdown. Do I have enough members? Yes, we will. I don't even know what that says, but... I've just broken the game. I've broken the game. Okay.
So the next pick for Mayhem, after picking Ivelisse last time round, is Trish Stratus.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I didn't know that was coming, but for some reason I didn't act upon it for some reason. I probably should have done. The Trish of Stratus for the Mayhem. I think I'm a bit more happy with my women's division so far. Last time I felt very much underprepared for what was coming, but this time I'm a bit more happy about it now. What are we on to now? We're on to Octane, are we?
Octane.
So Octane has got Lita, Sexy Star, and Taya. So I want to try. Do I want to try and continue on the same line, or do I? I'm going to go for. I'm going for Ruby Riott. A little bit out there, but I think a pretty good core in this game. Well, she is when I haven't deleted half the logos, but that'll be fixed by the time we start doing the recordings. Tin the green. So next is going to be yourself and the old Adrenaline.
Adrenaline. My next pick is Ember Moon.
Ember, I forgot what it is now. The currently injured Ember, but it's a better face that one, the one we were looking at earlier, isn't it? It's not great, but still it's better.
Yeah.
So you're on Adrenaline Ember Moon. So of course you've already got Asuka on Mayhem, remember, because it's your Mayhem Women's Champion. So,
so we're going back to Throwdown.
That's a pretty strong start, that is.
Yeah.
On to Throwdown. I think I would be silly if I didn't pick the former Throwdown Women's Champion Bayley. And she's already, well, I say she's already dressed up in the green attire, but Throwdown is now going to be blue.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest parts of the evolution is the colour change of the Throwdown.
Yeah. So my next pick for Mayhem, number 58, is Mickie James.
Mickie James, Mayhem Mickie.
Reuniting with Trish Stratus.
That's interesting little storyline you set up there for yourself.
Yeah.
I think I've broken this somehow.
In what way?
I've got 56 on Octane and 58 on Adrenaline.
Well, we've got 58 for Mayhem, 57 for Octane, 57 for Adrenaline, 57 for Throwdown.
Well, I've buggered somebody up here. Let's have a look at Ruby Riot's. Thursday, I've got Riot on Adrenaline. Who's an Octane?
She's an Octane.
There we go. We fixed that pretty quickly, though.
Yeah.
We fixed that quickly. Right, who's next then? For
Octane.
myself on Octane. For Octane, I'm going to go for... I want someone jazzy. Someone jazzy, someone entertaining. I'm going to take another heel. I'm going to go for... Oh, where? I'm pretty sure this will work out right. I think I'm going to go for Carmella. Because if I remember correctly, then Enzo and Cass are also an Octane. So I'm going to reunite Carmella with Enzo and Cass. Finally. Poor Carmella, all out on her own when she's trying to date Big Cass.
Oh, yeah. Leaves me with Adrenaline.
Adrenaline rush.
So, in Adrenaline, we're going to go for Nikki Cross.
Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Oh, It's a different song now. Nikki Cross. For Adrenaline. Okay. Next is at me going to Throwdown, isn't it?
Yep.
Wow. So Throwdown, I am going to go for... Oh. I'm going to go for Natalia.
Natalia for Throwdown.
Joining, of course, the Heart Foundation.
Yep.
And her father on Throwdown, so that's pretty good.
My next pick for Mayhem. Pick number 59 is Naomi.
Naomi. Interesting. For Mayhem.
Yep.
Okay. Then for Octane, I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for Rosemary. Yep, I thought you might say that. Rosemary to Octane. Oh, this is going to be so good, you know. Just looking at these rosters, and I think everything's just going to be so good once we get into this.
It's even.
It's very even.
Very even.
I think that's the best way. The way we've changed the drafting, I think, has worked really well.
Yeah. So, I'm going to go for number 15, 9 for Adrenaline.
Is it Bo Dallas?
I'm going to go for Christina Von Eerie.
Oh, I like that. I do like that. For Adrenaline as well, I think that suits her pretty well. Christina Von Eerie. For Adrenaline. Which now gets me into Throwdown. And I think Throwdown is maybe missing a big, dominant, strong heel. So we're going to go for Nia Jax. Nia Jax joining the Throwdown roster, not the empty roster, the Throwdown roster.
So for Mayhem, I'm going to go for Cherry Bomb.
Oh, Cherry Bomb. So Kimberly and Cherry Bomb are separate brands this time. Of course, they were a former tag team over in Showdown, but there's no women's tag team division in this universe mode now. Everyone's being split up. Everyone's being soloed.
Yep.
So next is going to be me for Octane again. For Octane, I want to take... I'm torn between two. I don't think I need to worry too much because I don't think you're going to pick either of them, to be honest with you. But First of all, I'm going to take Emma
Okay.
to Octane. So we're going to edit, and it's heel Emma. I like heel Emma. None of this dodgy Emelina crap.
Okay. So my next pick for Adrenaline is Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella, interesting. Which one's that one? Is that the one who's had the baby or the one who hasn't had the baby?
The one who hasn't had the baby.
Ah, okay. So Mayhem. No, so Adrenaline, isn't it? Okay.
Throwdown.
Throwdown is going to pick... I think I should leave her for you. I'm going to go for... I don't know why, because it's... Oh, what am I looking at here? What am I looking at? I can't read that. This dark blue's doing my head in. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going for Alicia Fox. It's so out there, considering who's left, but I think I've got quite a strong women's roster. What I need is maybe one or two people to help put that women's roster over, some enhancement talent.
So the next pick for Mayhem is Alundra Blaze.
Yeah, I like that. I thought you were going to pick her at some point because her attire and her name just suits Mayhem.
Yeah.
She's got flames on her, which is what Mayhem is.
There we go.
And of course, she had an opportunity at the Women's Championship at the Evolution pay-per-view. Unsuccessful, of course, though.
Yeah.
So we're on to Octane.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the sake of being a dick, I'm going to pick Brie Bella.
Oh, you bastard.
I'm going to split the Bellas up.
Oh.
I'm fed up of having these two women that look the same. I want to have them on separate rosters just to confuse. If I could do the same with the Usos, I would have done.
Yeah.
But Brie Bella is coming to Octane. I don't even bother about Brie Bella, to be honest with you. I just want to split the Usos, split the Bellas.
Okay. So for
I want a pregnant woman on the roster. Yeah.
I'm going to go for Ivory.
Ivory for Adrenaline.
Lisa Moretti.
Together on perfect harmony. Right, I don't think you'll want that one. But can I take that risk? I'm going for Dana Brooke. I can't take that risk. I want Dana. I want Dana.
So we currently have 3 people left.
This hasn't. I'm a bit confused because I'm pretty sure this worked out to me. There'll be 65 people each, but
We're one shy.
we're going to end up with. Okay. How are we going to play this one then?
Well, as it is.
I think that Octane and Adrenaline should definitely get one
Yeah.
because they didn't start with a woman,
No.
and then possibly Mayhem because Throwdown got an extra pick.
Yeah.
So if Mayhem, Octane, Adrenaline all get a pick,
Well-
and Throwdown doesn't, then
In actual fact, that Throwdown and Octane had the first woman's pick.
yeah. So I think Adrenaline should definitely get one,
Yeah. And Mayhem.
and Octane should definitely get one. Mayhem started with one. I think Throwdown will miss out.
And Throwdown's going to miss out.
I
Okay.
think that's the fairest way of doing it.
Okay. So with Mayhem, I'm going to go for Jacqueline.
So Mayhem gets Jackie Chan. There we go. So I have the pick now, basically. Oh no, there is 3 left then. So we do get 1 each. Make sure dodgy click in there. Okay. I am going to go for Summer Rae. And I've just realised that no matter what happens here, I'm going to get screwed. No matter what happens, because I'm pretty sure I know who you're going to pick.
So, as last time we done a draft, the final 2 people we are picking for this very extensive, long-winded sequel of a draft.
The 3.5 day long draft.
I'm going to go for...
Are you going to shake it up?
I'm going to go for the second generation
You damn, you bugger.
Hall of Famer daughter,
You bugger.
Tamina Snooker.
Oh.
Which leaves, once again, for the second draft running, Shabby Gamer ends up with Eva Marie.
It's fine. I can deal with it. I can deal with it. She's a fantastic jobber to the rest of the women's division. And that's worked out so well. How has that worked out? Literally a multiple of 4. Because we have picked everyone in the game and all 99 calls out of 100. And we've all ended up with 62 people on the roster each. That has worked out so well. I'm happy with that. And I think I think 62 members is a really good number. Yeah. I think a 7-match card, 2 dark matches, 5 live matches on the card. About 52, 53 males, 10 women.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be great. I'm actually really looking forward to this now. What I will do over the next few days, because this has been quite a long-winded video, over the next few days what I will do is I will upload a introduction video to each roster with a list of who's on each roster, singles, tag team and women. And of course I will also link in the description below a link to all of the blogger pages. There'll be 4 separate blogger pages for this one for each brand. And on there's going to be a lot more detail than last time. We're going to have a championship history for each belt. We're going to have a championship rankings as well. So that's going to be really interesting, the championship rankings, because the in-game championship rankings do not work. So the fact that we can check it ourselves is going to be a lot better, I think. But I'm happy. How do you think that's gone for you? I think Adrenaline has gone really well.
Again, getting the 4 head start did make a difference.
Yeah. I think it was the fairest way of doing it, but at the same time, I'm not happy with it. But who were the first 4 picks again? Nakamura, Okada, Ospreay, Ricochet. It's just incredible, isn't it? And then I had to go all in Octane, just pick Bullet Club. I had to just to get the names, because I'm desperate for names on Octane. Just because that start I had 4 members on Octane, which was a bit of a disadvantage because when they're Sin Cara, Kalisto, Shelley and Kushida, it's not really a big boost. As like Mayhem got AJ Styles and Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar, and Throwdown got Zack Sabre Jr. and Austin Aries, and then bloody Octane sat there with Sin Cara and Kalisto as their built-in people. It wasn't very good for me, but I think it's worked out pretty well. I think all the rosters now are pretty even, but I think over the next few weeks we're going to find out, really. Yeah. We are going to find out. Anything you want to say?
Thank you for giving me another opportunity to assist in your draft.
Well, you keep stealing my picks like that. You're not doing it again.
No, for sure. But it's healthy competition. Thank you for listening to our draft. I know it's been very
long.
Very long. But we hope this gives up a bit of a spice. A bit of an injection of...
an attitude injection.
Yeah. For sure. So, from me, PJ Tovey.
That's me in it. No, that's you in it, yeah.
That's me, that's you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm Shabby Gamer as well, by the way.
You are, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just a sidekick for this one. I'm a sidekick for the Adrenaline show, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I just can't believe, just look at that roster. It's just incredible. It really is. So, like I said, I'll upload a quick video on each show over the next few days anyway, and then we'll kick straight into to the first show of Mayhem. So I'm so excited to start recording this, to be honest with you. And I want to do it now, but in fairness, it's 3:20 in the morning, and I've had a lot to drink, and I don't think I can bear to do that. But I think tomorrow we're definitely gonna rock this. We're gonna rock the boat. Rock the boat, baby. And of course, if you want to see some more of PJ Tovey, he's not going to be around for the Universe mode because, of course, he lives 100 miles away. But we're going to try and do as much shabby talk as we possibly can. And that'll be your chance to get in touch with us as well. There'll be space in the comment section below for you guys to let us know exactly what you want to see in that as well. So keep an eye out for them. There'll be quite a few uploaded over the next few weeks. I'm going to stay up there for a few weeks as well, so I'll be able to record a lot while I'm there as well. So it's not the end for PJ Tovey. He's going to be around.
No, I'll still be here for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Just maybe not in the Universe mode.
No.
But yeah, let us know in the comment section below what you think of the draft. Who do you think got the strongest brand? I'm still leaning towards Adrenaline, to tell the truth. But I think all the brands have been quite strong. But let us know who you think's the best in the description below. The comment section below. If you have enjoyed this one, of course, hit that like button as well. And, of course, if you want to see some more, which you probably should do, you want to hit that subscribe button as well. There's going to be a lot more that's coming. We're going to upload an episode of the Universe mode every other day as normal. I've been Shabby Gamer. This has been Mr.
PJ Tovey.
And we will see you very, very soon for some more SWE Universe mode.